Hello, everybody.
And welcome to the stream.
I'm your host, Richard.
And I'm D.
And we are cracking on with our playthrough of RogueTrader, Chapter 4. We are at the start of the DLC. Well, no, not at the start of the DLC.
We're at the end of the DLC for Void Shadows, if anything.
That's the one, yes.
So back down in the freight line we go.
Yeah.
Right. Also a chat from Diamond straight away.
Yes, Diamond gives us the yo.
Hello.
Which, yo back.
So, to bring everyone back up to speed, this is a very sudden opening on account of we tried to jump to another system at the tail end of last session to end at a decent spot, and ended up getting caught in a massive ship-wide sabotage and fall into the depths of the freight line after our elevator was sabotaged.
Yes.
We strongly suspect Genestealers. So we're off.
Is your Drakkar truly so flimsy? That would have been a shameful death.
Look.
Welcome back, Lord Captain.
Good to be back.
Oh, yes. Show proper reverence to the Lord Captain.
Did Pascal call Ulfa fat?
Yes.
Oh, and we have a crippled arm and leg.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, it's just us, though.
Or start as we mean to go on.
Okay.
Ah, we're here.
Oh, right.
So, what the hell just happened? This entire sewer system seems to have collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we did that crate puzzle thing.
Yes.
Oh, hey. Eric.
Ah.
A locomotive enveloped in steam halts at the platform with a low rumble. The hardened emergency workers of the Infernus Guild pour out the carriages. Upon seeing you, they begin to wave cheerfully and shout. Eric Monteg's face is covered in soot. He smiles broadly, never letting go of his eye-hole stick. Lord Captain, it's good to see you back in good health. My arm and leg is broken, Eric. What are you on about? I swear, a person of our personage, really, and role in battle should not receive this many injuries.
Right.
We lost a bit of our spine in Komora, have a broken arm and leg now. It's good to see you back in good health, however battered. The Voxmaster reported that the elevator had collapsed, so I jumped on the first train and headed down here to look for you. He holds a hand as strong as a lifeline. Let me give you a lift to a safe place.
He's going to turn out to be the leader of the cult, isn't he?
Hope no. Have you ever heard of a rogue trader flying through their own void ship in a free-falling elevator, Heinrich? No, I think that's a first. Heinrich raises an eyebrow and says politely, Lord Captain, you sure know how to make a dramatic entrance. Maybe you really are the bringer of woes. That simple folk point you as. Are you sure you didn't curse the elevator? That old thing transported rogue traders for hundreds of years. Then you stepped inside and down it went. Maybe those two are related, you know? Maybe after hundreds of years. Look, I am certain someone tried to kill me. Then it's fortunate you are traveling in the company of such big, bad Infernus repairmen. How do we feel about people harming the Lord Captain in front of us, lads? Heinrich smiles brightly at the furious, almost bestial growl from his subordinates. Well, I appreciate the concern, Heinrich, but you are needed elsewhere. I will get out on my own. Heinrich shakes his head stubbornly. Lord Captain, I will not risk you abandoning in a burning compartment. A shot from a needle pistol misses Heinrich's head by a thread, cutting his eye stick in two. A frail young cultist of the Bloodspun web appears behind you. Domin Maximilian, cast off the evil hand. It holds only betrayal and wrongful death. Heinrich Montag is not human, and he seeks your demise. Huh.
Knew it.
Yeah. Also, Diamond says that sounds like our adventure in Komora was a freaking roller coaster. Oh, you don't know the half bit. Well, you do. I mean,
yeah, it was.
We have records.
Yeah, it was an experience that is shaped us going forward.
Yes, it shaped part of my spine. The missing bit.
You got better.
The Infernus Master pulls the last of the eye stick from his mouth and asks in a low voice, "Have you lost your mind, you damned fanatic? Let's take a closer look at the repairmen." The Inferni look baffled, but the astonishment soon gives way to righteous indignation as huge burn-covered fists clench into instruments of murder. But they are not the only instruments. You see hands slip under clothes and curl around weapon grips. Somewhere in the crowd, you glimpse the all-too-familiar glint of gunmetal. See, don't just use gunmetal. Gunmetal is a base paint.
Yeah, you need some shading on there.
Get some gunmetal grey, layer it with some silver, wash it in Nuln oil, highlight it back up with silver. Bit of, very, very bright silver with
There you go.
the tips.
Painting tips with D.
Actually, if you want to be super fancy about it, dry brush the whole thing with silver, then wash it in blue before bringing it up with silver. I like that for more, like noble armor, I suppose. Instead of oily stains, it gives it like a nice, like steely twinge.
Ooh.
That's what I use for my fantasy guns,
Nice.
which wouldn't have like, grease and oils and stuff like that. So, turn to the cultist. What is your accusation against him? You are being hunted, Domin Maximilian, driven like prey towards the hunter. He is the hunter. The skinny young man, who ceased to be a boy only yesterday, carried himself with a detachment and surprising dignity. The vizier said that he must die, and that you must live. I understand the situation is critical, but damn it, I'm a senior officer on this ship, as much as I hate to remind you, and you're a little mutineer who almost put a hole in my head. Do you have proof of treason? The vizier has divined the truth. The young man looks at Heinrich with a haughty reproach. Now, see, here is where we have a problem. Is Heinrich a Genestealer? Potentially. Potentially everybody is a Genestealer.
Yes.
Except Abelard. If you bite him, you turn into Abelard.
Oh, dear.
So, yes. But, like, I want some actual evidence.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
some actual proof might be nice.
Oh. Well, since the vizier has overdosed on stimulants and discovered the truth, by all means, Lord Captain, go ahead and arrest me. Take my head. Also,
Frequencies joined us on YouTube and said, "I accuse you of having an ego big enough to make the hive mind choke on it, Maximilian."
I shall take that as a point of pride.
Oh, Frequency slinging some words about now. Ooh,
Just because it's true, it doesn't make it bad.
don't lob factual statements at us as if they're insults.
So, do you have anything to say, Infernus Master? What? Your Lordship, do I really have to defend myself after being accused by this? I don't even know who he is. It's me. I have risked life and limb for you on this ship more times than the Groxchunder has heard of the Watch Siren. Groxchunder. That's a good insult. I'm gonna use this one.
Yeah, I like that.
Heinrich, since when is it acceptable for the Inferni to carry weapons? Heinrich spits at his feet in frustration. You fanatics are always meddling in the rogue business. First a trick with a bloodbath and now this. We were so close! Ah, there you go. Your long-standing paranoia has been rewarded.
Yep. Like I say,
We
he
work
was
well
always...
together.
Sorry?
That's why we work well together.
Yeah. Like, if I don't suspect him, you do. And if you don't, I do. Yeah. No, he was in too many places all at the same time.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
It's just... Yeah.
So the gun leaps into his hands and points at you. A shot rings out. The whistling hits your ears, and the bullet was evidently meant for the young spinner, now writhing to the ground. Heinrich, what is going on? Heinrich takes out a new IHO stick, lights it from his cutter, and blows out the smoke with a heavy sigh. Things would have been a lot easier if you had crushed in the elevator, or climbed onto the train. I wish you two could hear the sire's song in your dreams and await the many-armed emperor. But the harvest season has come, and you must be reaped. You must die so that we may live. I'm sorry, Maximilian. Farewell. Oh yes, these 3... Okay, a few more than 3. Whoa!
Oh, what the fuck?
From the face of the galaxy.
Where the fuck did he come from?
Stealing cult ambush. You've played Genestealers, you know the drill.
I do.
So, however, I don't know what he's expecting. Like, he's between Pascal, Abelard, and Ulfar. Like...
Yeah. It isn't
That's,
going to go well for him.
Not a problem for me.
Oh no, what are we going to do?
Thing I can't do.
We're going to calmly and unflappably
Suits my purposes.
give Abelard the means to create Genestealer Chow.
All too easy. Not my specialty. I'll pass.
So, dearest Abelard,
Nothing I can't do.
if you could take out your new Roxo and turn this Genestealer into mulch, I'd appreciate that.
Target well struck. Oh, my ears are ringing.
But, not bad at
Very
all.
nice, yeah.
Call.
But we are not done, are we now?
I will do my duty. An exemplary strike.
Nice.
Sure have.
Yep.
Target well struck. Indeed.
Finally,
Give him the boot.
there you
Not
go.
quite.
Not quite. I mean, he is completely and utterly buggered.
Yes.
And we're not even done. Because, check this out, right? It's still Maximilian's turn.
Yep.
Now, can everyone move that way, please? Yes, fantastic. Yeah, that will do nicely.
Accustomed to being now you're clad in scarlet.
And that Genestealer
Grace, at least.
can burn.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Let's boost Abelard a little bit further, because that's fun.
I am a navigator.
Look at the sheer amount of temporary wounds.
Right.
Abelard went from
It's like
200 health to 565.
they have more temporary health than actual health.
Right.
Not a problem for me.
So,
Already
sure.
done.
Incidentally, Abelard, get in position.
Follow my lead.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Cassia, get into some cover, please. And now that he is surrounded,
I can't do. Up, you and done.
Now next, let's boost Ulfar even further. Let's send him forward, I think.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Nah. Hey, you not fit. No.
Oh, what?
Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks.
Yeah, he can't actually fit. Bollocks.
Holy shit.
Cubs play. I challenge you, damn get.
Oh, yeah. Gonna have to just walk in there manually.
See how the wolf succeeds. My strike is ruin.
Yep. Very nice.
So
Very
it
good.
shall be.
Hey. Kick him.
Put the boot in him.
That is foolishness.
See, that is a fair concession here. I can't move into this square, apparently.
Frequency says the space ferry needs to go on a diet to fit in the hallways. Yep, yep.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeah, they never tell you the Astartes' heroic story of getting
Enemies of the
stuck in the
Emperor will
doorway
be
because they're
undone.
too big.
I'll do it.
Especially on a spaceship, that's a limitation, alright?
Right? It's like, you remember when we were playing Deathwing? I was like, yes, thank God there's all these spacious hallways to let us through.
As the Emperor commands, that's why I was chosen.
Like, you'd think that Terminator armor would be like a really bad one to wear when breaching a spaceship, because like getting through.
Yes and no.
So it shall
Yeah, I suppose like more protection, always good.
And the environmental protections, don't forget.
That's true, actually. Yes.
carve runes out of your bones.
See, they say cult ambush. I say me not requiring to walk to the enemy. The death cultist is bleeding out, breathing with a barely audible wheeze. Unharmed, Domin. The temple. Vizier is waiting. He can help. Let me take you. The blade slips from his weakened fingers and falls to the ground with a clang. Let's examine him. Heinrich was shooting to kill, and a perfectly aimed shot has torn the young man's lung to shreds. It is a wonder he has not choked on his own blood already. What is your name? Spinner Yorick. He beams with pride. It is not every day that such a distinguished person takes an interest in his name. I've not yet done my duty. Go to the temple. It is safe there. Do you know what do you know about what is happening? Is this a mutiny? Mutiny. Yes. The operation of the Ravenous Star. Inhumans. The Vizier will explain. Trust no one. I must get you to a healer before you die. Cultist shakes his head. No need to waste time. You must hurry to the temple. Then he will decide. Well, let's try to med him. I won't leave you in such a state. Render first aid as completely as an experienced chirurgeon. The spinner will survive a while longer, but he still needs proper treatment to stop him from dying of blood loss. Alright, now take me to the temple. I hate when you're right about these things.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you know. Because if you weren't right, we wouldn't have to be dealing with this.
We'd still have to be dealing with it. I'd just be wrong.
No.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Why would we be dealing with this if you were wrong?
Well, I mean, you know, if I'd gotten it wrong. Why's Heinrich's here? Oh, all our people are here.
Everyone's here.
Yeah.
Stop stabbing. Okay, you're not stabbing yourself. You just pose it. The figure of the vizier stoops under the weight of his battle cry. His bony fingers tremble as they scoop blood from the bowl and begin tracing the symbols of war on his withered face. Without breaking the ritual, he addresses the emptiness. Thread after thread, death after death. The giver of life wove his path. Yes, I have heard. Twice did he find himself caught between undeath and unlife, and twice did the Undying One reject him, for the time had not yet come. His shriveled face turns to you. His lips quiver in joyous anticipation. Once again, the tenants of the web lead us along the thread of righteous struggle. The foe, the flagship's tormentor, until now unseen, has shown its face at last. My blades have left their sheaths, and duty commands them to slake their thirst with monstrous blood. How did everyone else get here? An omen, a scarlet whisper bled into the web of prophecy. The foe longed to slaughter those alone in their chambers, but they were too late. The spinners had already led your chosen few to our abode, along a hidden thread. A surprisingly sensible plan. I expected someone less judicious and more bloodthirsty. At first, I thought they were coming to finish me off. What a surprise. Even a witch gets rescued sometimes. The spinners could use a lesson in courtesy. But should I really complain of mistreatment? It was not the first time, and by the Exalted One, it will not be the last. I had the pleasure of cutting up 2 or 3 that came after me. I then followed the trail of the one I let go to see where the pests were coming from. The enemy cannot take an Asuriani by surprise, but your caution is commendable. The predator will now become prey. Later sensed one of the cultists coming. I thought your sect had finally shown its true colors and started assassinating the crew. You are officially cleared of suspicions, but in regard of this incident only. The Undying One's omens foretold that the blood of his faithful would flood the flagship's pipes, that I too would join this blood and flow with it. I understand now, he whispers to me, and this string of traitors' names caresses my hearing. The spinner you brought me here, the spinner who brought me here, is severely wounded. Do whatever it takes to keep him alive. This is also the desire of the Undying One. He has not whispered the name of young Yorick, so we may heal him. So, whom are we planning to fight? What is happening on my ship? Violence and turmoil, a mutiny of twisted souls. They traitors seek in a false voice over the Vox. They speak of enforcers and officers who sought to slay their lord captain, but seek they did not. It was the mark-breathed abominations who threatened the Domin. The flagship is split. Those loyal to the true Domin are fighting those who believe the twisted lie. The faithful are shaken, and the unclean press on, claiming the babes one by one. His voice hums with dismal energy. They are taking over our home, and with the hands of the deceived and the lowly. Who is the enemy? The vizier nods at the emptiness behind you. Yes, it is time he learned about the ravenous star, about the beasts that appear as men, their malignant flesh imbued with Xenos filth. Present company excluded, of course. Long has the foe lurked, pouring its lies into the minds and veins of the disparaged. Sorry. The dawns and dusks of generations followed upon one another, spawning veiled abominations, until the Holy Lord of the Ark stirred the profane lair of iniquity. The war emerged from the shadows in the chamber where the living honored death over the ashes, and then spilled forth. The sacred Ark is nearing its ruin, but our lot is not yet cast. Your servants not yet broken. The Undying One awaits your deeds to cover you in glory. So, if you knew about the cult this whole time, why did you not tell everyone? We did not know who our foe is. There was only the appalling shadow upon the bulkheads. The divinations were silent, and no answer was read. But the signs changed when the corruption assailed your flagship. The Undying One bids us bare our blades, and among the deaths of the wicked, answers rang out. At once, I sent his spinners to those of the lowered bays that should not fall into the foe's hands. Others became guides for your chosen few. I did kill the cult's leader with my own hands, though. Once is now that this was but a pawn, ushered into place, merely to deflect the falling sword. The player knew the game was forfeit, and thus made a trade. A few of their tribe sent to slaughter, so that they might sell the lie that the foe was dead. They call the true master the Sire, it which spawned the cult. A vessel of Xeno heresy, a fierce yet cunning predator that twists the minds into a single knot with only its will. That knot must be severed. Heinrich rubs the bridge of his nose in exhaustion. This is the worst scenario imaginable. All this time, your ship has been carrying the very progenitor of a Genestealer cell. A Xenos of immense psychic and physical strength, who has total control over the cultists. It must be destroyed. This is no longer a question of your own safety, but rather the continued existence of the Expanse as a whole. Yeah, because... correct me if I'm wrong, because you know more about this than I do. But Genestealer Cult sent out psychic emanations that actively attract Tyranids, yes?
Yes, they do. That's usually what the Day of Ascension is. They'll start putting out the call, and then, yeah, that will lead them to whatever planet it is.
So they are actively attracting Nids to the Expanse.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you going into battle yourself? You're a little too old for that, are you not? The decrepit old man looks pensive as he twirls a dagger, making it dance between his fingers. An old blade, if hardened well and owned with care, does not lose its sharpness, Domin Maximilian. I smell no reason to worry about this one's head staying on his shoulders. His bearing tells all. This worn body belies the spirit of a mighty warrior, the kind who stands tall in the midst of battle, knee-deep in blood, and with a grim prayer on his lips. You seem surprisingly well informed about what's happening here. This man, blind and wretched, knows nothing, but he knows all. He points a knotted finger at the majestic statue. He reveals the truth to this unworthy speck, warns him through divinations, and spinners who dance upon the threads help him grasp the visions. Come dress our wounds, we have many lives to take today. The death spinner mends the wounds of the breathing with a bloody thread. A horde of predators hunts you, Lord of the Ark. Here in the dark tunnels, the faithful stand in their way. But death is whispering for them, and they will not last long. Go back to your people, Domin Maximilia. But it is difficult for them to die without your voice. The Boxmaster's pleas still echo through the bays, and the muzzles still bark. The spinners say that the Enforcer's post has not yet fallen. The end is not now. May the tenets of the web guide your blade, Domin Maximilian. Be swift. Okay.
A new challenge for me?
And we can't talk with our companions? No?
Doesn't look like.
Oh, gracious Genestealer Cult of Fanatics. Yep. Alright. Anything to loot around here? I would talk. Nope. It looks empty enough, I think.
Yeah, I think we're...
Yeah, I've been
Good to go.
restocked since last time I stole everything.
Speak, et Vater.
It was all already yours anyway. It's your ship.
Should be. A spinner, his face covered in carved, bleeding glyphs, makes a respectful gesture. Of invitation. Let me show you the way, Drummond. The way to what? The spinner points his finger upwards at the ventilation shaft, through which you reach the temple the first time. The path to where the lay people dwell is complex. Well, Black, let me show you. Show me the way. Yeah?
Yeah. Happy with that?
I feel like we should bring Kibella for this, but I have no idea what she plays like anymore.
Yeah. Again, that's the problem. If you're not using people and you go back to them 30 levels later, it's like, ugh. Oh, shit.
None shall stand in my way.
Oh. Who saved? Oh, shit. Generous.
Oh, yeah.
Generous Danrook puts down the rifle and dabs his forehead with a silky handkerchief. No, I read that correctly. That says handkerchief.
Oh.
Before shoving it under the tight band of the ammunition belt across his chest. His gilded frock coat is overlaid with a bullet-riddled and melted flak vest that barely fits around his voluminous waist. Behind him, a motley band of enforcers, armed clerks and laborers greet you with enthusiastic shouts. A group of captives, silent and dejected, sits a short distance away. I am delighted to see you in good health, your lordship. I am afraid my report on the inspection of the ship's storehouses will be slightly delayed due to extraordinary circumstances. Unacceptable. Servitorism. The enforcers reported that you have been sighted in this compartment, and I humbly believe that it was my duty to head for the freight line with this very modest army. Would you kindly move a little to the right, your lordship? The factotum blows the head of a heretic with a precise shot, then lowers his rifle. Much obliged. Ulfa makes a patronizing gesture. Not bad, coffer keeper. I wouldn't have thought there was such a taste for bloodshed in your heart. I approve of your vigor. Janris swells with pride. After being praised by the angel of the Emperor himself, simply master no fewer than a dozen mutineers myself. So I take it the inspection didn't go well. Factotum loosens the straps in his flak vest slightly and gives a satisfied groan. It was going splendidly until we were rudely interrupted by the traitorous mutants. I'm afraid I have temporarily had to requisition weapons and uniforms for myself and my militia. But do not worry, every spent bullet will be accounted for and added to the unplanned extermination of heretics column in the ledger. It's a substantial column.
It is. By the way, Frequency said somebody's throwing a party.
Right. I did not expect you to be so skilled with a rifle, Janris. I'm flattered, your lordship. I can assure you that smiting heretics is no more difficult than shooting up serfs at my aunt's birthday party. In fact, fighting an armed opponent may even add a certain spice. Yeah, he used to, take part in human hunting. Yeah, look at the Factorum's crew. I see that all of the crew's clans are working together to detect my vessel. You are indeed correct, your lordship. Serfs, enforcers, officers, tech priests, and tunnel rats have all united in their fight against the rebellious scum. The only ones missing are the Inferni. It seems they were the backbone of this mutiny, and they strangled all those who were not privy to their dastardly plan. Dano glances at the wounded prisoners. Yet, as you can see, our enemies also include those who swore an oath to you not so long ago. Crew members who fell for the rebel propaganda. It is your choice whether to sentence them yourself, or to leave the executions to me after you have departed on your business. By the way, that's a fine piece of weaponry. Elegant and antique. I would love to take a closer look. You have a discerning eye, your lordship. Only a true aristocrat, versed in the sophisticated art of hunting, would appreciate the perfection of this handsome toy. May I direct your attention to the filigree on the stock? Made by Master Goronov himself. A superb weapon for... He stops himself and suddenly goes pale. How utterly boorish of me. Such a tactful imitation that I have made a fool of myself. Please accept this weapon as a gift. Well, his heart's in the right place, but I would never force you to part with something so dear to your heart.
Yeah. Bless
Because
him.
A, I'm sure it's actually a good rifle,
Yep.
but, like, we don't.
We
need
don't.
it.
No,
And
we
we're the
don't
only
really
ones who
use
could
a
use
weapon.
it, so it's fine. I would never force you to part with something so dear to your heart. Jen just lets out a sigh of relief. Rest assured, this rifle will serve House von Valancius well in my hands. So, how bad is the situation? Quite bad. But it could have been far worse if it were not for Mr. Sauerbach's paranoia and insufferable temper. As you well know, she has a nasty habit of expecting betrayal from everyone, except your lordship. She had therefore taken care to draw up special protocols for all sorts of mutiny, and had stationed agents on every deck. When the riot began, these agents took out many of the seditious officers and mounted a defense. In addition, I have been informed of at least 3 cases in which the officers incited the enforcers to mutiny were shot by Jocasta's personal aides. It looks like she had already been keeping an eye on her least reliable subordinates. It should give the Emperor a candle in gratitude for making her such a suspicious hag. Well, you know. I should warn you that many of the rebels were carrying enforcers' equipment during the battle. Apparently they took it from the soldiers assisting in the rescue efforts. Those traitors from the Infernus Guild stabbed them in the back. Be careful. What do you intend to do next? Why, I intend to die for you, your lordship. Every member of the militia, from burly enforcer to puny clerk, nods in somber agreement with the high factotum. But I must admit we are exhausted from fighting our way here, and we are not really suited to being an assault squad. I think your lordship should head for the enforcer's post. You will be safe there. Meanwhile, we will take a breather and smoke a few dozen heretics out of their holes. God Emperor willing, I will not have to die a glorious death with your name on my lips after all, and will instead begin auditing the damage the ship has suffered, as well as the losses among the crew. It is a routine procedure, one in which I have become quite proficient.
It's about
Oh
time.
dear.
Yeah.
Ah.
A group of a room of shackled commoners are huddled together on their knees. There were no armor, just filthy rags and tattered coveralls. Some hide their gaze while others sob quietly or mutter prayers. Only one woman, swarthy and heavily built, stares at you. She is trying to appear proud and fearless, but her lip is trembling. What are you waiting for? Just end us and be done with it. Isn't that what tyrants do? I'm a tyrant, then. The woman nods. Tyrant, oppressor, butcher. Choose whichever one you like. And I have tried so hard.
Yep.
So hard.
But agents have been working against us.
Yeah, well, you know. We're not soft-hearted.
Oh no.
I was just being pragmatic. But yes, are you from the cult of the Ravenous Star? Cult? At first the woman looks confused, but then a bitter smirk appears on her lips. Is that what you call our liberators? To you, anyone who has the oppressors is a heretic. Who put you up to this rebellion? The liberators! our true heroes. When the fiery death rained down on our slums, not one of your enforcers lifted a finger to save us. But the Inferni went out of their way to pull children out from under the rubble, mend wounds and comfort widows. They opened our eyes. They said we no longer need to endure beatings, fight over crumbs of food, or die after you have worked us to the bone. The people can live as equals, take care of one another, and have dignity. This is what they are fighting for. You profit from keeping us in poverty, and your faith is false. Why would the Emperor want his believers to suffer in vain? Even the ship's confessor renounced the false convents and went on to raise the folk hero Nemesite, and you killed both of them.
Alright.
Cassia sighs.
First of all, Frequency says, but have you, Maximilian? Have you truly? Which I think was referring to your previous comment.
Well, you know, by the standards of 40k, I have been a goddamn saint!
Right. And
Yeah,
also,
okay, by the standards of every other game, I'm a monster, but you know.
it's 40k. Also, her previous comments, like, we were working explicitly to stop all that.
Yep. We distributed food. We started
Medicine.
training.
Yep.
Yeah. We cracked down on the enforcers being cruel. The Imperium's history has shown time and again that the rabble is incapable of building a civilized society without governance. Alas, peasants do not read historical treatises. Believe them? I'm a legend of the Expanse. An oppression of commoners is not in the history of my deeds. Is it not obvious? Our enemies are trying to sully my name. Or I could just tell them the truth.
Yeah.
The Infernus Guild set up the very disaster that killed your children, your husbands and wives. They are using you. The woman fixes a gaze on you, as if searching your face for signs of deception. Then she turns pale, and a single tear rolls down her cheek. Set up the disaster? But how? Now, here's something interesting. If we can start turning some of these people to our cause,
Yeah.
that will snap everything in half.
Yeah, it'll start taking out the support from under them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Should we go for number 1?
Yes. I shall let you go. It is up to you whether to fleek or seek vengeance. Forgive us, Lord Captain. The woman draws a quivering breath. We won't forget your mercy. Give us weapons and a round of ammunition and send us forward. The bastards will answer for everything. Even death is kinder than false hope. So the second their old allies see them fighting genuinely against them,
Yeah.
it should break their spirit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Captain, we believe that you are alive and seek you.
Follow my lead!
Urge you not to trust anyone.
Oh shit.
Traitors everywhere.
Oh, I think that's Vigdis on the Vox.
Officers are still loyal to you.
Huh.
Still loyal to you.
He's broadcasting messages of loyalty.
That's cool.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Hard to hear because of the echo and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that all down here?
It looks like.
And that's the cult's message.
Yes.
I'll lay
Alright.
claim to the stars.
We're here to help. By help, I mean deal with this whole thing. Shopkeeper tried to rescue his wares. Scraps of brain matter and blood on the counter tell of what happened.
Oh.
Suicide bombers. Fantastic.
Love
Never
that.
doubt me.
Oh, wait, no.
The other thing.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well maintained, Heavy Rock Saw.
Let's have a quick look. Less armor penetration. Way more damage.
Yeah, quite a bit.
But I mostly use this against the... what do you call it? Lightly armored enemies anyway.
Yeah.
The improved Heavy Rocks also has like more penetration as time goes on.
Hmm.
So that's cool. But the damage difference is too much.
Yeah.
How does it compare to the drill?
Ooh.
Hmm.
One less strike.
Let's strike. I actually think the well-maintained one might be good.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let's stick with it.
Nice.
Oh, bolted.
Nice.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Whoa!
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hello, aberrants.
The route control console stares dispassionately at the carnage unfolding on the tracks. The sound of an approaching train rings in the distance. With a single command, you could avert the train and send it straight into the thick of battle, ending the lives of both the Xenos and your subjects. The snarling voice of the defender is unfamiliar. It is Captain Klein, one of the enforcers who assisted the Master at Arms investigation. On the officer's deck. Yep, nope. We are going to save them.
Yes.
The console silently observes your heroism, its lumens blinking with indifference. I love the writing on this.
It's brilliant. Right, let's get in there and save our folk.
Yes, okay. So we go first. So we can position ourselves here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Our Ballard needs to be ready to go.
Yes.
Hit with our Genta. And... why can't Pascal move? Okay, we'll fucking go here. And Pascal ain't moving.
Oh, that's weird.
Pascal is continue to do Pascal things, I guess. Okay, we're gonna have to act very decisively here.
Yes.
Oh, I think Abelard was slightly off.
Oh.
Okay.
Absolutely not. All too easy.
Yeah.
The fame-hungry
Let's send Ulfa here to lock those two down. Now that she's buffed, our Genta can go to the side, provide some cover fire.
Yep.
Not a problem for me.
Abelard can get a bit of this.
become the All-Father's worthy instrument.
Nothing I can't do.
And I think Abelard's slightly out of my sight,
Do it.
annoyingly.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
But hey, the Genta can begin.
Yes.
Go for that one,
I'll do it.
100%.
Beautiful.
As the Emperor commands.
She's beauty, she's great, she'll shoot you with a heavy bolter in the face.
That better heavy bolter was definitely worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Already done.
Frequency said Pascal is busy playing Uma Musume Pretty Derby on the antique smartphone.
Pascal, we're being attacked. One moment, Lord Captain. I'm pulling for Manhattan Cafe.
Take your sight or your mind.
Battlefields are
Curse the Omnisire. Another single star on Guts. If that didn't make it obvious, that was fucking brilliant. And if it didn't make it obvious, we are also Uma Musume fans.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
That was fucking brilliant.
Oh man. Good love.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
So, to this.
Yes.
Can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
What's with that? A cold wind ruffles your hair.
I don't know. Oh, does that mean the train's coming?
Oh, because it was there early. Oh, that wasn't a melee attack.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Kick him in the balls.
Become the All-Father's
Oh,
instrument.
yeah, that'll do. Cassia, burn him.
Another foe painted black.
Can you? I'm Baha Blood at all. I have no visuals on him.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
See, I put him in a really unfortunate place.
Oh,
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Alpha is gonna have to pull double duty here. Which is absolutely fine, because she totally can.
So it shall be. My strike is ruin. I have become
Abominable King.
the instrument.
oh.
So shall hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
Where do you think you're going? How'd you parry that?
Right.
Guess you can if you're a space marine. Oh, go Alpha!
You know.
Now kick him to death.
I may not like Space Wolves, but goddamn, Ulpa.
Yeah, okay, that was cool. That's it. I saw in one of Pancreas's videos.
Is better than a warrior of the
Someone was saying, you know, yeah, all space will suck, except Alpha. He's good.
I don't know if he redeems the Space Wolves, but he definitely represents them well.
Yeah, honestly, really well done.
Yeah.
He killed 3 aberrants and their leader, and a random dude for good mission.
Fucking hell, the brave balls on those.
Like, they're stabbing it with knives.
Right.
Must be British.
Hey.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
The frequency says the space furry is a decent shin kicker.
As the Emperor commands.
Yeah, he's not bad at all.
I can't fault him for that.
Yeah.
Doubt is for the weak.
Very nice.
Rejoice in battle!
They must be British.
I'll do it.
Well, I'm not wrong. Yeah. Now, Pascal, can you please explain to me what the fuck you're doing back there?
I have made it to the URA finals.
Fine. I'm putting a modicum of effort.
There. Is that good enough for you?
And we kept our hundreds alive.
Yeah.
That was an achievement.
Was it?
Yeah. They've kept me
Nice. Awesome.
Wretched scum! I fought worse than you and Argonis! With a look of disgust, the enforcer in the protective mask grinds his boot into a lump of mutant flesh. Also, you were about to say, sorry.
No, it was fine. I don't know what I was going to say.
From the sound of the voice, you recognize him as Captain Klein, the man who performed the autopsy on the mutant during the investigation. Thank your lordship for your timely assistance. I thought it was my fate to go down in aberration gullets like Poe Ginevra, but the Emperor had other plans for me. Ginevra's dead? She sacrificed herself, covering our Sally from the upper decks. She wanted to tell me something before it happened. Something important, I could see it in her eyes. But she didn't get the chance. I will never know. Klein clenches his teeth and winces in pain. How did you end up in this compartment, soldier? Mr. Sauerback sent my squad and me to the freight line to take charge of the situation. She heard that you had been spotted here and wanted us to lend support. Well, I'm glad I was able to help. What comes next? The Enforcer's post has been lost and is swarming with mutants. Alas, the only way to the upper decks lie either through the post or through the transport tunnels. But there are enemies there as well. How did the mutineers manage to take over the post? By treason. Captain Francois ordered all the enforcers to leave the outpost and led them into a tunnel under the pretext of suppressing a mutiny. As soon as they reached it, however, he began spreading propaganda in an effort to stir up irreverence among the soldiers. He urged them to join in the mutiny and eliminate the senior officers. I arrived just in time to execute the traitor Francois and reclaim control. I ordered the squad to return to the post and take up defensive position, but it was already overrun by mutants and entering through the elevator shaft. They lured us out and seized the fortifications. What kind of propaganda was this? They claimed that the enforcers were being pressured into oppressing their fellow crewmen for the benefit of their greedy superiors. They called for a change of order, including reprisals and penance to anyone who had participated in the crimes of the ship's rotten hierarchy. Klein pulls his respirator aside and spits morosely. As far as I knew, Francois, the speeches of his were not completely out of character. I agree, Lord Captain. We found a bite mark on his body, one that we've seen before. I suspect he was compromised against his will. We will take back the post. Emperor protect you, Lord Captain. We will cover the rear if the enemy comes out of the tunnels. Be careful. The mutants have mined the guard post. There is something they didn't. Klein squints nastily and hands you a small copper rod with a connector. This is Francois' data key that activates the Eclipse program. The train control node is vulnerable. If something were to anger or confuse the machine spirits, it could easily lead to catastrophic accident. A trainload of crushing shells, for instance, or worse. That's why there are tech-risk creations embedded in the walls. They are potent enough to rip the power out of any device. Insert the data key into the cogitator by the entrance, and the post will be hit with a devastating pulse that is lethal to machine spirits. It will burn out the detonators and turn mines into harmless chunks of Phyceline stuff iron. What?
A new challenge for me?
is interesting how they call us the false lord.
Yeah.
If I had a fiver for every time I've been accused of not being the legitimate lord captain of the ship, would I've had enough money to buy them all off. Have we been here?
Not sure.
Lord Captain, we believe that you are alive and we need you. Wherever you are, we urge you not to trust anyone. There are
Wait, that's...
traitors everywhere, but
Okay.
enforcers and officers are still loyal to you.
We missed that.
Yes.
Still loyal
Crap.
to you.
Get in the back. Bridge. Oh, wait. Yes. Also a medicate?
Operation successful.
People who tried to escape through the toxic water were mercilessly gunned down. It does worry me how easy it has been to turn people against us.
Yeah, to be fair, the Genestealers have an ability to compromise people's minds, though.
Yeah. The unarmed workers try to unsuccessfully shield themselves and their loved ones from bullets. There are no traces of mutation on their bodies. Bullet holes in enforced boot.
Follow my lead.
The traitors' boxcars. The mutineers have captured the bridge and are feeding you lies. The Lord Captain is not with them. They are not human.
The Emperor favors me today.
Oh shit, he was bombed.
Oh,
He died from his wound. The booby trapping corpses. Some
yeah.
Geneva Convention stuff.
Right.
Brass for my sharp senses.
Cast your eye there. I better myself through my service.
It's about time.
What is that?
Duty prevails.
Oh, your favorite part?
Never doubt me. Nothing escapes my sight.
Fucking level ups.
The Emperor favors me today.
I'll give you a moment to get ready.
I'm ready.
Half an officer.
I was expecting it.
Okay.
What level are we?
Million.
49. Perception. And Medicae.
Yeah, it would. Okay, now. Instead of Medic, I'm gonna keep putting it in Lore Imperium.
Sounds good.
Seems to be a disadvantage of it.
Hmm.
Abelard.
Abelard is strength or agility.
Strength.
And Medicae.
For him, it's fine. Skull.
Perception. And awareness.
We put it in the last time. Oh, Zeno. I might still. Argenta.
Is agility. And either Medicae or awareness.
What do we put? We put it in Medic. So let's keep going.
Okay.
Cassia.
Is fellowship. And either law, warp, or awareness.
They're both maxed out, actually.
Uh,
That's what she's good at.
she's got persuasion here.
We have persuasion.
Yep. Yeah, those three are all it really recommends.
And Ulfar.
Wolfar. He's a little bit further down. Toughness. And awareness.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Now, I can use the cogitator,
Hmm.
but I'm thinking of doing it manually. The woman before you radiates an alien beauty. The bony crest on her forehead, violent tint of her skin, and the graceful clawed fingers give away the Xenos heritage. Her robes resemble those of the old mutant you put to death in the family crypt, and her posture is regal and powerful. Sapphire light oozes from beneath her half-lowered eyelids, and a haughty smirk stretches her lips. Biting whispers burst through your head, digging into your mind and probing your thoughts, tasting. The woman does not move her lips, but you hear her voice speak. You fight in vain, genetic remnant. We have already won. The sire's song echoes in the dreams of those who are pure. The rest are destined for oblivion. The sire's sorrowful phalanx is extended, and soon the others will follow. Whatever you plan to attempt, it matters no more. The whispers sink their fangs into your most painful memory, as into an exposed nerve, while the canker of your soul echoes ominously in response. Through the woman standing before you, something is staring at you. Something you have seen only in your darkest dreams. You are touched by corruption. You know that your doom is nigh, cursed soul. Who are you, beast? The teeth of the metal whispers in your head become sharper. They scratch at your will and nibble at your intellect, eager to expose its secrets. The woman's voice is full of overbearing self-righteousness. Speak, impure one. Speak all you want, and I will end this battle before it even begins. Where is your sire? What is he? The singing angel is where you used to dwell, impure. From his rightful seat he leads us to the many-armed emperor. The woman's smile grows dreamy. The sire is the child of the many-armed emperor, blood of his blood, a covenant gifted to us. His song binds us in sacred unity, his goodness, survival, and promise. I will ask again, who are you? I am the harvester, Magus, guardian of the pure, he who hears his songs. I am the priestess of the immortal angel, our sire. I am the one who knows and understands. I killed the previous Magus. Do you two know each other? The woman's voice is indifferent. He was wise, but old, a child of a different season. While it was his time, the congregation honored him, and then his time passed and he went with it. He sacrificed himself, gave himself up to the heretics to be torn apart. We praise his devotion, but we are of a different generation. We were born for the reaping. Our ascension is assured. And do you really believe you can take over my ship? How long have you been planning this mutiny? Year after year, for centuries. We have sowed the seeds of the sire's genetic perfection into this ark. Those seeds have now sprouted, and the change of generations has produced sufficient purebreds. The sowing season is over. The reaping season has come. A murderous laugh cuts blade-like between your frontal lobes. The sire senses your weakness. Your trials and hardships have exhausted you. You are but prey for our mighty creator.
You are already dead. Right?
Purge the Xenos! The woman gracefully raises her hand and points a sharp claw at you. Children of the reaping, kill the heretics! Glory to the sire!
See, that might be a really fun game. Managing a Genestealer cult on a world. And you have to do like missions and stuff to like grow the cult, but without being caught and, you know, stuff like that.
Not a problem for me.
See, it didn't really give me the chance to deal with this.
No.
Which is awkward. So, Argenta, you are now my one and only.
Suits my purposes. I don't have time for this. Already done.
Okay. Because the bastards are everywhere.
Yes.
So, here's the plan. It's the Argenta and Pascal show.
Mm-hmm.
Forge ahead.
Ulfa and Abelard are basically here for the express purpose of providing
As the Emperor
cover
commands,
for those
I
two.
act.
Mm-hmm.
Faith without deeds is eradicated.
Good.
All
Very
too
nice,
easy.
very nice.
Put it on that first, actually. Fine. Hey, Vegas! It was a warning shot. I could have totally hit it if I wanted to.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Give me lip.
Give me any lip.
You're thinking it. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Zone of
What
Fate.
happened there? Ah.
You guys
Yeah.
are screwed now.
Ain't I a
So you are
stinker?
not immune to your own traps.
Me?
Fascinating.
You insist, Lord Captain. If I may.
Which is not usually the case. Usually they are immune.
Now, let's see if all that genetic perfection can save you from a plasma blast.
The answer is no.
Well,
The answer
technically,
is
she's still alive.
Running binaric override.
But that was a warning shot. Now, let's give it some welly.
Let's give it some welling.
Machine spirits.
That'll do.
Running binaric
Good start. Oh, am I seeing that correctly? Am I seeing that correctly? There is a path, however slim.
Yes, but be very careful with where you step.
Me. If as duty demands.
request approved.
A machine spirit communion
Sire knows all.
makes next shot stronger. Okay.
There are traitors everywhere. But
Who's that?
forces and officers are
I don't know.
Alright.
Doubt is for the weak. As the
They've kind of screwed themselves over with putting so many mines down because it's actually blocking some of their melee units.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Okay. Let's couple here. Placement has not been brilliant. Oh well. Go for this thing.
I'll do it. Strike is a prayer.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice
As the
indeed.
Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds.
bridge and unseeing you lies.
Out.
With them,
I'll do it.
not human. Do not let them fool you.
And
I
let's.
refuse.
We can't give a cheeky shot. Huh?
Yeah.
Get a cheeky shot there, though.
The true believers will
Oh no. The horror. Now, Ulfa will trigger the trap.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Is a space marine, if you can take it on again.
It is kind of their job.
Yeah. Yep. Alive. Most unacceptable.
see how I will carve roots out of your bones.
Lord Captain, we believe that you are alive.
Wolves reign.
Wherever you are, we urge you not to trust
The
anyone.
wolf is on the hunt.
Everywhere.
So shall it become the All-Father's worthy instrument.
Not bad, actually.
Yeah, pretty good.
Wolves reign.
Now just
That
imagine
puts-
if we had a competent chapter accompanying us.
Oh, thank you for opening the path.
Just a minor setback.
Did he die? He fucking died.
He died. Holy shit.
So, that's that one done. And that's that one done.
My competences are not that universal.
Yep. Thank you for your achievements, Pascal. You can go back to playing Umamusume. Canon now.
That is canon now. The Adeptus Mechanicus are all playing Uma Musume.
Found this STC that is absolute fire.
At your beck and call.
Frequency said that we are still fighting. Abelard is slacking.
I don't know if slacking I'd call that. Like, this is low end stuff.
Yeah.
Abelard's chilling.
We're giving him a break at his age, you know. He has to, like, you know, sit one battle in every 100 out just to catch his breath.
I did not even see that one.
Nope.
Where the hell did he come from?
He must have been really tucked in the corner.
And to be fair, this really isn't what's it called? It isn't Abelard's kind of battle.
No.
The ranged affair.
True prognosis is favorable. Value.
That hurt.
The Omnissiah knows vital functions successfully terminated.
It'll be fine. No line of sight. That'll do.
Wherever you are, we urge you not to trust anyone.
I'm not gonna worry too much now.
But enforcers and officers are still loyal to you. We are all still loyal to you.
Alpha, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you.
I'm afraid not.
While we're there, bring it down.
See how the wolf succeeds. Die in disgrace.
Now, very carefully.
Yeah, disarm the rest of it.
I better myself through my service. The Emperor favors me today. Duty prevails.
Frequency says, we also know if Pascal misses a shot, it's because he's drawing packs at the same
Emperor
time as
favors me
shooting.
today. Mercy prevails.
Man
Do you
has
think
priorities.
Yeah. Do you think the man does he pay, or do you think he free rolls and saves up his carrots?
He seems the patient sort.
Yeah.
I won't tolerate weakness.
10,000 years to actually pull something
Just
decent.
about fur-face and marked territory.
I have a question.
Them back on Fenris.
How?
Go on.
Whoa. Thought that was what was in the box there. How do you think the Mechanicum would react to Warframe?
Yes.
We are the
Ooh.
spearhead of the Imperium.
I don't think they'd like it
Join me in prayer. Do you require an audience?
I'm at your service.
because they're biological.
They have the Magus Biologists.
True, but I don't know. I don't think they'd be great about it. Frequency says he definitely free rolls. He loves the grind.
Yeah.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Activate the Vox Station.
It's
Vox Station is loudly spewing static. To all who remain loyal in the dynasty, this is the Lord Captain speaking. I'm still alive and continuing the fight against the mutineers. Big Dish's voice cuts through the barrage of white noise.
Lord Captain, God Emperor be praised.
Describe the situation on board to me.
Mr. Saulbach and the enforcers are defending the officer's deck. I am also here, coordinating the loyalist forces. The key compartments are holding, but we have not been able to turn the tide of battle just yet. The breach has been overrun by the enemy. The Master Helmsman's fate is unknown.
Why has the bridge not been taken yet?
Judging by the density of the defenses, it is where the rebel leader is holed up. Mr. Saulbach has launched 3 assaults so far without success. We are taking control of the elevator shaft to launch another attack, but the platform has been destroyed, and the emergency elevator can only accommodate a small force.
First of all, I shall do everything myself. Again. Get your bucket down here, I'm waiting. Excellent. I shall crush the enemies of humanity and purge the evil from this ship. Or, the option we always say, legitimately.
Yep.
No one dares to give commands on my bridge. Lower the emergency elevator. I am coming.
Understood? May God protect you, Lord Captain.
The mutineers have captured the bridge and are holding supplies. The Lord Captain
Like, if I was responsible for writing this game, those are the kinds of options I would be adding in.
Yes. There's nothing else on this level, is there?
Unless I miss something. Good. Give it 6 years.
We sent poor Cassie off.
Cassia. I think she was dead last, so she was technically the closest.
Right.
Go to chat.
Yep. Elise Bianca? Bianca 2000. Very nice content. Oh, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Nice to have you.
Yes. Onto the bridge.
Let's make these bastards pay.
People keep committing that most grave of crimes. Oh. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, my. This is like my ultimate chair. Dare? You dare? An exact copy of you sits on the throne, a sinister double, rolled into this reality from behind the looking glass. His gaze meets yours, and the world expands sharply, crushing you with an overwhelming sense of your own insignificance. From somewhere far away, across millions of light years, a god is looking at you through those eyes. He sees you, and he is hungry, unquenchably so. Something starts scratching at the walls of your mind, making you ill. You hear stifled groans behind you. Even standing near the entity is torturous for anyone who possesses psychic powers, which none in our retinue currently do.
Right?
You are snapped out of your stupor by Ravo's harsh bellow. The Master Helmsman's eyes are empty, his pale lips curling in fury. Not one step further, void scum. I sentence you to death for endangering the Lord Captain's safety. Master Helmsman, are you out of your mind? The RogueTrader stands before you. Step aside before I shoot you for treason and insubordination. No, Abelard. The RogueTrader sits upon the throne, and you dare drag this reactor sludge into the bridge. You must have grown senile in your old age, Seneschal, if you cannot even distinguish his lordship from an impostor. Bravo shakes his head, a trickle of blood running from his ear. Bravo, you show me. Show me.
Oh, Sean Connery.
That's how we should have played him.
As Sean Connery.
Yes. Bravo. You saw me fall to the lower decks in that elevator with your own eyes. Rock shit. The captain never left the bridge. We dropped the elevator to keep the mutineers out. You are not yourself. I must stop you for your own good. Bang. Bravo tries to catch you in his sides, but falls to the deck before he can steady his hand. There is bloody foam bubbling from his mouth. Oh, Lord Captain is in danger. I must protect. He stops, his chest rising and falling heavily. He is badly wounded, but he will live if he receives help soon. Your doppelganger remains seated and motionless on the throne, but his posture betrays the tension of a predator ready to pounce. He catches your gaze, and the vessel of your soul overflows with a cascade of images and feelings. You hear a song, a chorus of countless whispers that weave a tantalizing melody. You feel a unity with something great and beautiful. It is bigger than you, bigger than the ship and everyone in it, but not bigger than your ego. Well, there's a vile creature sitting on my throne. Get rid of it.
Frequency just said, yeah, number 4 as well.
But see, there's a slight change here. Normally, that's the option I would go for. But in this case, get off my throne!
We are enraged.
A rumbling growl shudders A rumbling growl shudders through every nerve ending on your body. It is the roar of a beast defending its territory. The throne is no longer yours. It was never yours in the first place. Rock shit! Rock's chunder, I might add.
Grox chunder.
I do not fear you. The doppelganger peers into your smile, displeased, concerned. With an imperious look in his eyes, he expects submission. But there is no submission or fear in you. And this inspires terror. What are you? The whispers grow stronger, conjuring visions of strange worlds inhabited by unthinkable creatures. Or is it a single creature? It has unity, meaning, purpose, and perfection. It is magnificent. And next to it, you are nothing. Abelard?
I think we do go. Yes.
There is a vile creature sitting on my throne. Get rid of it. The Seneschal adjusts his grip on his weapons and growls. Only one man may sit on the throne of the RogueTrader, and it is Maximilian von Valancius. Wretched pretenders, craven Xenos, enemies of humanity. Their only rightful place is in a pool of blood at the Lord of the Dynasty's feet. The bridge shudders as a crushing roar billows across it. Behind the facade of that leering face, you glimpse the monstrous shadow. The shadow in the void that wants only to devour you.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, Genestealer Patriarch?
Yep, that's the one.
Die in human scum!
I had it ready, but the Warhammer website is terrible. Okay.
Oh, it is straight up this one. So, Abelard on the left, Pascal in the back. And I have to position the skull a tiny bit.
Okay, got the picture.
Before we begin then, pick it up.
Should be up. There we go.
There we are. Spot
Yes.
on. Like, even got the ridges on the head perfect.
Yep.
Really nice. Very nice.
Absolutely excellent. Their modelling work has truly been fantastic.
Yep, I have absolutely zero complaints about the quality of the models.
Yeah, no notes.
Like, they have done their goddamn research.
Very much so.
Commendable. Very commendable.
Yes.
All too easy.
So yes, Bianca, are you a 40k fan, or are you just joining us to have a look?
Right. Would be the best to do that. Yep.
My place is at the fore.
Your place is at the fort. Shadowing the void. What does that do?
Oh.
Whenever an enemy moves into melee range or starts the turn adjacent, pass a willpower check or suffer mental damage.
Oh.
Ooh. Would you look at that? This thing gets another go. Abelard, bring me his balls.
Saw them straight off his body.
Back and forth. An exemplary strike.
Abelard,
Yes,
one
some of
hit
the-
into phase 2.
Right?
Which is a bit of an issue, actually.
Oh shit.
Is he still vulnerable?
No. Oh,
No,
you did
okay.
knock his ass back.
In that case,
Indeed.
I'd rather not.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Will do my duty.
all right. Now we're talking. So
Yeah.
far, we seem to be being attacked from the rear. Be a dear.
Corpse play.
Be a dear.
Oh, there's a guy here, isn't there?
Our
Yeah, that'll do.
foes reek of cowardice. So it shall be. None can do this. Your father's worthy instrument! I will carve runes out of your bones. Wolves, feel the icy bite of death.
Log up. Abelard, you
Yeah.
appear to be surrounded.
Problem for me.
Fix that. Most excellent. Most excellent. Right, where's a good place for me to run and hide? Yeah, next to Abelard. Seems good.
They respond to
Yep.
this. Nothing I can't do.
See, kill. I can do that. Okay, my dearest Cassia, can we get a blob going?
We can.
Oh,
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Doubt is for the weak.
you guys are screwed now.
My god, that guttural moan.
This is unacceptable.
What?
I will not.
What the fuck? Why?
Oh,
The enemies of the Emperor will be
she's in melee.
undone.
I
Right.
didn't realize. That's fine. That's fine. Fixed
Faith
it.
without deed.
The game doesn't know what to do.
It's lagging like a bitch. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Well, well, well. Yeah, I didn't realize, or else I would have, I would have kicked him.
Yeah.
Hit the lidless there. Believe it or not, Abelard gets stronger. Faster, better. All the good stuff.
If only that
Yeah.
were possible. If I may,
Yeah, that didn't quite work. So,
isn't this a job for the serfs?
realign. Stay over here. Good. Now it's Agenta's actual turn.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
A single shot rule. I have a Genestealer over there. That says 26 shots, by the way.
Huh.
I'll do it.
Wow.
Alpha, let's have you.
See how the wolf succeeds. So it shall be.
Nice.
Cubs play. None can do this.
Nice point blank shots.
Yeah.
Is thunder. My strike is disgrace.
Now body block. Fact, kick him. No, 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 you don't get to move. Load. No, Pascal.
This is Pascal's first go, isn't it?
Still turn one.
Yeah.
Blood hasn't had his actual go yet.
Activate calculated viewing algorithm. Running binary
What a big dude. Oh.
desire condemns you. My vow is to serve.
He slightly exploded again.
Insignificant value.
Yeah, he does that.
Oh well.
Messiah knows all. Comprehend.
The hands all. I have to say, Pascal has significantly altered my vocabulary.
Running binary override.
Right. Now there's this aberrant here.
It will be done.
Let's there not be an aberrant there.
I took care of this one.
Holy shit!
Did you see his predicted damage was over 1,000?
Oh,
And at your beck and call.
Oh my word!
Grey hair, sure hair.
Now, that's not actually anything. She's still invincible.
Indeed.
The only way to stand up to Abelard is to be actually
your beck and
immortal.
Target well struck. An exemplary.
Wait, did he kill it?
He either killed it or knocked it into the next phase again.
The thing tried to attack Abelard and broke its face on him. No, it's still about. He's still parrying it and shield bashing.
Oh my god!
A true legend of the Imperium.
Absolutely brilliant.
Skitya! My Carolite hide is strong!
I mean, to me this feels like a bad ending. Ooh,
Right.
yes, very nice. And you stop it.
I. Man, these guys have slow movement speed.
So, here we do have a little bit of an issue. I do mean a little. Curious. A scuttle. Can't counter-attack that one. Let's relocate the skull there to give him a bit of a hand. Argenta's in melee, right?
Yeah, with both of them, I think.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Nice.
Okay, she can reload.
I will endure. I'll do it.
Okay. I'll put her here. Good.
Very nice.
Doubt is for the weak.
Well, Pascal. I mean, he can still hit it pretty damn hard.
Yep.
Oh, that's hard.
He ain't no slouch. Look at that.
Oh! How much health does he have? 14!
14! Come on!
No!
Oh, God.
Request denied.
There you go.
Nothing I can't do. Losing me was your biggest mistake.
Fantastic.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Okay, now our actual turn, if you will. I've all how much left to do.
Already done.
Fuck Yorick, do it. I mean, I could have, like, you know, what's what I'm looking for?
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Use the momentum attack.
Yeah.
Wolves reign! See how the wolf succeeds! Corpse play! Feel the icy bite of sticks tell me to refuse!
But I don't think things have gotten bad enough to require them.
No.
And I do believe in a strategy of minimal collateral.
Give me strength.
How's that for some Warhammer heresy? I don't think there is such a thing as not enough DACA.
Right? Oh god. Frequency said, request denied. Must try and grow a gold ship now. Hail the Omnisire. See,
If I may.
Pascal is enough of a sassy bitch to make me think that gold ship is in fact his favourite.
100%. Unless I'm very much mistaken, if I put her here and activate literally everything.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yes.
Faith without deed. And escape the Emperor's death.
But Ulfar would like a couple.
A couple, he says.
Well, it
There's
was
a
a
man
couple
in a
when I...
Swiss cheese.
It was a couple when I started saying it. Then he kind of went a bit further.
As the Emperor commands,
I think he's dead, love.
But I have to make sure.
The fame-hungry cow.
I think she crippled the poor man. Oh, girl doesn't fuck about. He seems to say. Yeah, he can't really move. Over here, why?
I challenge you, damn
Is he potentially stuck?
So shall it be.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Wolves reign.
Let's buff him for next turn.
Cubs play.
Okay.
Explorers know one route forward.
He's immortal, so I can't do anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
Funny though would be to just kick him. That'll work.
Victory is
Yeah.
an exemplary
Invincible.
Eating bitch.
I will do my duty. Target well struck.
No, keep attacking. It'll be funny.
Oh, we can hit him with the decisive blow. And that's for sitting in my chair.
Ha! Maximilian gets the last shot.
We got him!
My chair, monster. Yes, very well. That will do very nicely indeed. Thank you, God.
It's not quite the multi-melter from the palace. Ooh.
Lord Captain, we believe that you are alive and we need you. Wherever you are, we urge you not to trust anyone.
I love that he 100% believes in the same doctrine of my chair.
Yes, abso-fucking-lutely.
The hulking carcass of the monster lies in front of you. The amber fire has left its baneful eyes departed along with the last drops of foul blood oozing from its wounds. In the distance, the Master Hellsworn slowly regains consciousness. He immediately recoils from the dead creature, swearing profusely. Lord Captain, guilty as charged. I was not myself. I fell for the filthy Xenos tricks like a green cabin boy. Make no excuses. I know the rules and I request capital punishment. Strike off my head and be done with it. Bravo, what happened to you? Renegade stormed the bridge and brought that thing in. We held our ground, but as soon as the monster looked at us, my mind went blank. I was like being a puppet. These Xenos tricks. This is not your fault. The Xenos had tremendous psychic power. And this old tub will have to put up with me for a while longer. I appreciate your clemency, Lord Captain.
See, at what point does it get a bit performative? Because they know we're not going to kill them.
We might at any moment, though.
True.
Like, what are the limits? What are the, what are our moods?
That's true, yeah.
We are temperamental. The Master-at-Arms stands at attention, ignoring the wounds and burns covering her face and body. Lord Captain, the vessel has been secured. The mutineers in all compartments have lost the will to fight all at once. Some have fainted while others have gone into shock or panic. I believe the sense that their despicable overlord was dead. These things can dominate anyone's mind. Are you sure there are no traitors among your people? Not anymore. Several enforcer squads were compromised, but I shut down the ventilation systems in their compartments and asphyxiated them. As we are done here, we will enter with flamers, burn their bodies, and do a personnel sweep. Anyone suspicious goes out the airlock. I have heard of your contingency plan. The foresight is commendable. It is the duty of the Master-at-Arms to anticipate any threat to the ship's safety, even one as unusual as an uprising by genetic aberration supported by the highest-ranking officers. I also met Captain Klein on the freight line. He showed great ingenuity and valor. Always count on veterans. I will present the old man with an award. Everyone knows he has earned it and then some. So, where is the Infernus Master? The traitor tried to finish me off. That entire traitorous bloodline should have been sealed in a tank of ice saline, thrown into the void and blown up a long time ago. The Whoreson has mounted a defense in Bay 45 F1, but my people have his gang cornered. We will get him soon enough. The servo skull rattles to life and projects a hologram onto the deck. A blurred replica of Eirik Montek stares at you, blood oozing from a wound on his temple. One of his hands is bound with a tourniquet, and he is lighting an iho stick with the other.
Hey, Bridge, do you copy? I see you have not changed the access psalms. Are you celebrating your victory, Maximilian?
I am deciding where in the trophy room to hang the heads of the monsters I have vanquished.
Your arrogance never fails to amuse me. Yes, I underestimated you, as well as your retinue. Those bloody zealots and that sadist Jocasta. Who would have expected such fierce resistance from a bunch of false believers?
The Infernus Master appears serious, somber. The usual cheerful insolence has vanished from his face.
I wanted you to see my face before I die. Commit it to memory. One day you will realize what sacrilege you have committed, and in that moment, you will remember me.
Remember you, Kraken Spawn? You are a brazen one. Ulfa bursts into laughter. I will compose a fine verse about this day, about a bloody battle and the victory over your abominable master. But you, sprouter of lies and betrayer of humankind, there won't be a single line about you. How did that monster, your leader, come to be on my ship?
It's been here a long time. Longer than you or anyone else. His blessed feet crossed this deck centuries ago, when Theodora's predecessor still called himself Lord Captain. He came from the stars, where the many-armed Emperor dwells to bear his word. But then he faced great massacre at the hands of the wicked. And yet, the venerable sire kept his message safe and took refuge on this vessel, away from the persecution of heretics. When that false Lord Captain let our ancestors on board, the sire heard their pain and answered their pleas, blessing them with genetic purity. He protected us after that, joining our thoughts together into a single song. He was the true Lord Captain of this ship.
By killing your sire, did you feel that abomination die? Heinrich winces angrily.
We all felt every single moment of our blessed angel's agony. And then he died and our dream died with him. We snuffed it out and stomped on it like an Iho stick butt. Now his song will not return to our dreams. The many-armed Emperor will not see us.
So, now that it is all over, will you tell me what the Genestealer Cult's plan was?
You don't know when to stop, do you, Maximilian?
Never. Never stop. I will keep going to the ends of the expanse and then back again.
Fine, I'll tell you. We were close to our goal. A few more years, a few more pure converts to the true faith. But the spinners pulled that stunt with a bath and you seized on the tip-off right away. When it came to the telepathic ritual, it became clear that you weren't going to leave us alone, and that we had to start the harvest season early. Our old magus appeared to you during the rite and led you on a false trail. He lulled you into a false sense of security by throwing a small portion of our forces to the wolves and sacrificing himself to buy time to prepare for the harvest. We orchestrated the elevator accident, but you survived, and then I almost intercepted you there on the freight line, but the Bloodspan web interfered again. You could have been part of us, part of something great, something real, but you ruined everything. Everything.
Or were you born a human or an aberration?
I am pure. My mother and father both trace their lineage back to the ones who received the gift of genetic perfection from the sire himself. Had there been a few more generations between us, I would have resembled the sire more closely, but each of us has their own calling. I look almost like a false believer.
Heinrich lifts the welding goggles from his forehead, exposing the rudiments of a purple crest.
Which means I was destined to be a spy among you.
There is no sense in fighting anymore. You have already lost. Lay down your weapons.
And then what? Will you spare us?
Of course
It's
not.
not. Heinrich laughs hoarsely.
I wouldn't believe you if you said otherwise. No, I know I'm a dead man walking, but there are unarmed people here with me. Our families, who have neither the desire nor the ability to fight. Our children, our elderly. People like my sister and niece. Do you want their blood on your hands as well? Will you take revenge on them too, or is my life enough?
So, here's the thing, right? There's an iconoclast option there.
There is, but it's a
you people
dumb one.
And drop them off in a desolate world. And here's where our true colors kind of lie. No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. They are all Genestealer cultists.
Yes.
Fundamentally.
Yep.
Yeah, frequency agrees.
Yeah.
Vent him into space.
Yeah. There's the problem is there's no innocence in the Genestealer cult.
No. They don't get a choice, actually.
No. It's
second
literally
another-
bred into them.
Yeah. It's like a psychic connection. It's not even like a... not what I'm looking for. Not prerequisite. Prejudice. It's not even prejudice. It's legitimately a psychic connection to the hive mind that forces them to do this. And it
Yeah.
can never be severed. If I let you go, you will only start scheming, killing, and infecting people again.
No, we will merely fade away. The sire is dead and his pure-blood offspring have been butchered. They alone, our pristine kin could bestow the kiss that allowed his song to be heard. The orphans and widows are no threat to anyone. Drop them off in any remote wilderness.
No. This was too much.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of true that they can't actually do anything without a Genestealer.
However,
But-
no.
Yeah, but
There's
they
no
could
reason to
easily...
spare any of them.
Yeah, they could literally attract another Genestealer still.
Yep.
So, yeah, no.
So your people will die with you, such as the lot of Xenos and mutants. Shit, I clicked on the wrong thing!
Fuck. Ah.
I actually misclicked. Balls!
Damn.
No!
Oh.
No!
You You have been infected, D.
I literally
Misclicked my ass.
As I put my hand on the keyboard. Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
Well, we can find out what the outcome of that is.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
That's very generous for the false believer.
I am grateful, although I do not forgive you. Order the officers to hold their fire, and I will let my people out of the compartment.
After a long pause, Heinrich nods.
It is done. Only those willing to share my fate remain.
Frequency said, like a typical Greek, say one thing and do another.
Hey. That may be true, but
Even Diamond's laughing his ass off.
yeah, no, that was a goof. You hear shouting and gunfire in the background. Heinrich hastily finishes his final Iho stick.
Just as mongrels have begun their attack. It's time to say goodbye, Maximilian. It's a pity I couldn't share the blessing of purity with you and make you part of our family. A pity too that we couldn't kill you either. But we all must play the cards we are dealt. And now we take our leave, the way the true masters of fire should. Finger of Truth has 3 sorrowful phalanges. One is shattered, but...
Yeah, that's what I didn't want.
Yeah.
The Infernus Master smiles widely, pulls a remote control from his pocket and pushes a button. There is a sharp beeping of detonators, monstrous roar, and the projection disappears. For a while, the sound of flames crackles from the speakers, before abruptly cutting off. Sauerbach mutters something in the combit, and hisses angrily. Thermal charges. The boy drat blew up the compartment along with himself and the entire assault team. Good riddance. Let him burn. Let him burn. Echoes Sauerbach. That was the last pocket of resistance. The mutiny has been suppressed, Lord Captain. Enforcers are now carrying out a sweep of the compartments, and the officers are forming new repair crews to replace the Inferni. The ship's critical systems has been stabilized, and your throne has been liberated. Good. Thousands of dynasty subjects are waiting for your orders. All that remains for you is to take the captain's throne and affirm your dominion. All hail, House von Valancius! I want to know... No.
A while back. Yep.
Yep. It's before the entire fight, and that was a big fight.
Yep.
Damn. That's gonna bite me in the ass. How long? Oh, 40 minutes ago. No, can't.
Yeah, no.
Can't do that. I can't believe I misclicked so hard.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
big. A well-maintained heavy rogue sword.
Oh.
Oh, we already had one of those. It's worth. Mouse button bolt pistol. Fucking hell. Bibsu. Heavy breeches boots. After an area attack, they get movement and can continue. Oh,
yeah,
that's tasty.
That is tasty.
Very tasty. That's patron. Huh. Skip a turn to make an ally mortal.
Oh.
Cool.
New challenge for me.
But yes, apart from the accidental bit of mercy that is I didn't like pretend I didn't make the choice, but I feel that's gonna bite me in the, what do you call it?
Bite you in the ass?
In the ending slides.
Yeah.
Which I imagine the game has, by the way. It's a CRPG, they tend to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All officers and crew members who have remained faithful to the vows of service, the ship is ours. Glory to the von Valancius dynasty. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fighting a fully powered up Genestealer Cult. Awesome.
Yeah, no, like I say, that was a really interesting way to handle it.
But, like, I'm kind of impressed by the sheer effort that went into the this DLC.
The DLCs have been of impeccable quality. I would say higher quality than Owlcat's previously done.
I still haven't done the last bit of the Wrath of the Righteous, dude.
That is actually true, yes.
But I think it's pretty well integrated. But, like, Kingmaker didn't have very well integrated. Let's see.
No.
Wrath of the Righteous didn't have a lot of it.
No.
Whereas Void Shadows and Lex Imperialis were very substantial.
Greetings.
And very well integrated.
No, they've raised the
Words cannot describe
What do you call
how
it?
boring the bridge is without
they've raised the bar,
stimulating
the
conversation.
quality
Yeah.
of this DLC. I'm very impressed.
I haven't.
Anyone have anything new
Let
to
us
say?
Fenris.
Doesn't look like.
RogueTrader.
Oh, Solomon does.
Oh.
I have questions about what transpired at the Palace of Justice.
Understandable. That trial was unprecedented, as was its ending.
I know
Did we
had
not talk
great
to him after the trial?
No, I didn't have a chance.
Ah, shit.
I know you had great respect for the Marshal. His crime must have come as a blow to you. Because you remember, right? We finished his DLC, made one warp jump, and this started straight away.
Yes.
We didn't actually get back on bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we went to Footfall. I lie. We went to Footfall.
Yes, we did.
Yes, I know you had great respect for the Marshal.
Gregoris Strax used to be an outstanding servant of the Lex Imperialis, and I still cannot understand why he failed to recognize Voltur as an enemy.
Voltur. Kept calling him Vulture. Maybe that's what should have dealt.
Yeah, maybe.
That, in
We
the
kept
end,
getting a name wrong.
Gregoris's actions were only human. Trapped in the Coronis Expanse, he was faced with the task of guarding the entirety of the sector's tithe. He needed the wisdom of someone who could lighten his load. I am thankful to you for sparing Gregoris's life. He would have preferred execution. Like all arbitrators, he feels duty-bound to accept his punishment. I intend to visit my former commander on occasion. I don't want to leave him alone with his guilt.
Oh. Solomon's becoming a bit of a softie. Well, you know,
He's
as
actually-
far as arbitrators stuff.
Yeah, he's actually developing a bit of a soft spot.
Which, good. Justice
Yeah.
must be tempered by mercy, or otherwise it's just tyranny. What do you suppose awaits the Adeptus Arbiters in the Expanse?
The Marshal's removal is sure to become a test of the Arbiti spirit, but I believe in the Arbitrator's perseverance. We were taught to do our duty no matter the circumstances, and even while we are leaderless, the Lex Imperialis will guide us through.
So what are your plans as future Marshal?
The Adeptus Arbites in the Coronis Expanse are in need of reorganization. Recent events have shown that we cannot continue to serve the Lex Imperialis the way we did before. I will use the experience I have gained while traveling with you to ensure that less blood is spilt, both that of the judges and of the convicted. Quite the task, considering the arbitrators do not know the meaning of redemption or mercy.
Well, it's time to teach them. So, how is Glato? Have you already had the recording device extracted?
I've decided not to subject him to yet another procedure. The protocol that was making him conduct surveillance has been stopped after all. We might have need of this function someday, but for now, it has been disabled until the void within. So do
Discussed
I.
everything?
Do you wish to talk about something else? You know where to find me,
All the best, Solomon.
RogueTrader.
So, I received a report that you were attacked by some creatures from the shadows.
I have some recollection. What is it to you?
Oh, I demand an explanation. One thing, what are they?
It was the mandrakes that I used to get you before. Creatures from the depths of Camorra. They thought they could ambush me here on this barge of yours. I taught them a painful lesson. I carved the symbol of Azuriesh on one's throat and hurled it back into the shadows to serve as a message to whoever dares to come for me the next time. If they come calling again, they'll be given the same welcome that I gave them before. So temper your fear. The mandrakes are only interested in getting to me, and I know how to deal with unwanted visitors.
I will say this about Maharaja. His voice actor is doing an amazing.
Then go.
No, he absolutely is.
I think he's my favorite voice acting performance out of all of them.
I would actually agree there, yes.
Ulfar's pretty cool. Everybody else is pretty generic.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. They're playing fairly regular people. But yeah, Maharaja's and Ulfar's voice actors are clearly having a blast.
Yes.
Although special mention goes to Heinrich's voice actor.
To what do I owe this visit?
Who used to just do amateur voice acting of 40k stuff on TikTok, I believe.
Oh yes, I remember you saying.
And he got a full proper job of this. So
nice.
Very happy about that. Nothing weird god creature. Yeah. Where's Jai? Oh, she's. Anything from Pascal? Okay. I'm just unhappy that I didn't get to execute.
Yeah, like I say, that misclick was.
Glorious son of dozens of worlds and billions of subjects, have you come to converse with Jai Hidari about the sweetness of her soul? Or do you wish to speak to a trade representative of the Imperium? Well, does the guise of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse suit me?
Well, I would like to see the real you as often as possible.
You sure about that, my lord? That can be arranged. Oh my, I beg your forgiveness, Shireen. I'm pretty sure the real me would earn herself a one-way trip to the airlock before the end of her first watch.
Fair. Oh, how's the gang faring?
Like you need to ask Shireen. These Ashmags and Kashaz are tenacious. They lick their wounds faster than the Aji themselves. Tora finally got an implant for her jaw. Now she can speak properly instead of braying like a toothless donkey. She's been recruiting strapping guys and gals too, because Falco culled our ranks. May the Aji savage the soul of that interstellar piranha.
Now, you said you wanted to reflect on what has happened.
Oh yes, Shireen. And here is what I think. Since the day we first met, I have been tossed about like a boat in a storm. Battered, dashed against the rocks, lashed by the waves. And then I was flung onto the shore, and a fabulous gift washed up beside me. A precious pearl of the deep. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale.
Guy pauses to catch your breath.
And it was not fate, or the glitter of golden bubbles that steered me on that voyage. Oh no. I realize the power of those who hide in the blinding light of luminaries such as yourself, Sherry. The power that lies in being a shadow that upholds order and light by skirting around antiquated laws. I will become that shadow, Shireen. Perhaps I will even be your shadow. Not another pawn of the Kasbalika mission, but a shadow baron of the Expanse in my own right. A power far more imperious and formidable than any penny-pinching steward.
Now I think she's aiming too high.
Yeah. I mean...
Now, yeah, sure, it never hurts to acquire such an ally, but over time I'm planning to bring more law and order to the Expanse.
Yeah, we're only accepting the way things are now because we can't control everything.
Also, Frequency says you might have misclicked, but in the worlds of mediocrities, good enough.
That's literally, we're trying to make that the tagline of our streams.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah.
Basically.
And
So, yes.
Diamond says, "Oh my god, this character."
This does not sound like a good choice, Johnny.
Do you really see a better and brighter path for a Cult Trader to take, Shireen?
I'm not. You led me into too much trouble.
Yep.
The Mercatum Tabula Officiale, you can be whatever you want.
And you know what? I did enjoy having my face slammed into the rocks during our voyage. Clinging to the flotsam, going under the water and bobbing up again. Tasting real freedom. Not a lot, just a little bit. But that was enough to make me start dreaming of it every night. Void Kraken take the Kasbalika, the cold trade and footfall. From now on, Jai Haydari belongs to herself alone. As for our mutual business, Shireen, I will remain your loyal partner if you desire. An equal partner.
Well, you know, let's have jokes.
Yeah.
Then it is decided. Starting today, I will sail toward the future I choose. What a thrill it will be to ride the waves wherever they want to take me.
Get off my ship.
Oh.
Get up. Equal partner. You're aiming far too high.
You're getting ideas above your station.
Elantak.
And I believe that's everyone. Dr.
Believe
Vigdis,
it is.
Horus, Ravon, Nomos. So we haven't done the sour back. Oh, we cut off that Vox, by the way.
Right.
So, into the captain's quarters. I want to have a look at our trophies.
Well, you were going to say you wanted to have a bath.
Oh, yeah, nice. We have mounted his head.
Yeah, look at that. Oh
Even in
shit, we've
death-
got the... Oh, go on.
The ambulance. But in death, he continues to watch your every step. The head of this genetic abomination serves as a bitter reminder that the great many humanity's enemies are hiding within the ranks of its allies. Eternal hunger seems to be frozen in the amble's many eyes. What is that?
That's the bomb, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Hey, how are you doing? I'm worried about those lines on your chest.
Yeah.
A double recap, please. Thank you. I love that the options to just destroy her are still here.
Yeah. Like at any point you can just consign her to a different fate.
Udorak. Nothing new?
Doesn't look like.
Right. In that case, void shadows have been dispelled.
Yeah.
The ship is ours, once and forevermore. And I will shoot everyone who says otherwise.
Frequency says, well, if her recaf skills start to slip in time to recycle her.
That is a legitimate thing you can do. Yes.
Yep.
I do love this game and how brutal it lets you.
Right.
I just feel.
Lord Captain, an urgent report from the servants of the Omnisire. They have managed to locate a second message on the House Ocelio data slate, hidden in the shadow of the first one. As soon as it happened, the machine spirit rebelled and started devouring the decrypted data. The acolytes of the cult Mechanicus are performing their rites to appease it and slow down the process of annihilation. What shall we do? Displayed on screen.
Displayed on screen, right now. The comm bead echoes with the furious clicking of Vigdis's augmented fingers. A few moments later, the vidscreen of your cogitator shows the recording through a wall of static.
RogueTrader?
Lady Navigator Elena, the one who staged an attempt to assassinate Cassie and your palace, politely smiles at you from the vidscreen.
I have no doubt that your servants would find my trace. They are far cleverer than the ones employed by the great regent of House Ocelli.
She does not bother to hide the venomous disdain in her last few.
I feel extremely awkward that our first encounter took place under such unfortunate circumstances. Truth be told, I saw a worthy person behind the lofty title, only after fate put me on the death's precipice. You hesitated to end my life, despite holding it in your hands. Your noble deed gave me enough food for thought. Despite everything that has transpired, I still believe we may become loyal allies to one another. I presume you already know that House Ocelio will be holding a grand council in the depths of the accursed Atlas very soon, and we cannot ignore the call, for we are bound to it against our will. But if you convince this big Lady Cassia to reject the Atlas and break the centuries-old shackles binding our house, we could turn over a new page. Having said that, I will accept a different outcome. Should the child die, I am not going to shed any tears. I will accept any choice, RogueTrader. My people have nothing else to lose, but you could benefit from our friendship.
There are mysterious shadows dancing in Lady Elena's eyes.
There lies an emerald in the rays of Martianus, my gift to you for sparing my life. Head through the storms and torrents for concert right.
The vid recording cuts short, and you hear the Voxmaster's voice in your comm bid.
I am very sorry, Lord Captain. The servants of the Omnisire could no longer restrain the machine spirit's hunger. I hope you were able to see the vid message through to the end.
Lord Captain. What is it this time? I have made the... There. Lord Captain, I have made an important discovery. When you destroyed the creatures the mutants called the Sire, I felt it was my duty to investigate how the abomination had found its way into our ship. Digging through all the inventories and archives of trade transactions, I latched onto a single name, a Finger of Sorrow. More than 2 centuries ago, the drifted hulk of this vessel was discovered by Lady Theodora's predecessor. It was a lost merchant ship with a hold full of cargo. I was reminded of the 3 sorrowful phalanges mentioned by the twisted creatures. I dare theorize that this image harkens back to the name of the ship woven into the heretics' beliefs. A third of the goods taken from the Finger of Sorrow were sold to the Drusian mission on Footfall for the needs of a colonization arc, the Wasteland Wayfarer, bound for the world of Jessavon. A third was taken to Hive Scipion 84249 on Dargonus, where a mutiny broke out later, and the third was left on the flagship. Surely you can see where I am going with this. Centuries later, a cult of mutants emerged in every single location the shipments were delivered to. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where did this finger of... See, and I'm now very curious. What happens if you don't do the Dargonus project until this point?
Oh, okay.
And you get the information that, stuff has been delivered to the Hive. Do you get an extra option to scan for Genestealers?
Maybe. Ooh.
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
That would be
but
really cool if it was the case.
That actually would be, yeah.
So, where did this Finger of Sorrow come from? It arrived in the Expanse from somewhere in the Calixis sector. More precise information may be contained in the dead vessel's log, but I do not have it in my possession. And what do you think these 3 sorrowful phalanges represent? I assume they symbolize the 3 branches of the cult. The Nourishers, the Ravenous Scar, and the unnamed cult from Scipio. At least I pray to the Emperor that there are only 3. So, are you telling me that the Von Valancius dynasty has been transporting genetic aberrations across the Expanse? Purely out of ignorance, the creatures probably lurked in the cargo and no one discovered them. Or perhaps, well, we know these things can take over minds. They could have dominated anyone who stumbled upon their nest. I wish to locate the wreck and investigate it. The coordinates have already been entered into your logbook.
So it isn't over. By the way, Frequency said, which reminds me, since I'm right next to the recaf machine, time to make a double recaf. Ooh, this late in the evening?
No, it's a custom. Pick the figure of Sauron up. Any?
Do not believe the traitor's books, casts.
I have not gone blind, have I?
Capture the bridge.
No, I can't see it.
The Lord Captain is not with
Emperor's
them.
Park. Oh, there it is.
What's here?
Do not let them fool you. Shoot.
It's not somewhere
It's
we've missed,
faster.
is it? Oh,
Come
fucking
on,
hell.
people. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Starbuck's voice is resonant. Mistress Gibella has been apprehended by enforcers at the scene of a crime. Eyewitnesses saw her assault and kill the esteemed Carurgian Majoris. She has confessed to the murder. The penalty for murdering a senior officer is death. However, given Mistress Gibella's honorable service and her special status, I dare not proceed without your permission. She is incarcerated and awaiting your judgment. We will let me know when you are ready to hear her case. Okay.
Oh.
So Gibella has finally gone off the rails.
By the way,
Oh.
the fucking the Vox system is still shouting about us.
Yes. I think something's going to be itchy.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll have
Lord Captain, we believe that you are alive, and we need
Wow.
you wherever you are. We urge
That is insistent, isn't it?
Really is.
Bring Gibella here. I want to know what drove her to murder. Let justice be done.
still loyal to you.
Lord Captain, a murder has been committed on this ship. The victim is one Letard Forius, Carurgian Majoris. The perpetrator was apprehended at the scene of the crime, admitted her guilt, and did not resist arrest. Gibella appears cold and apathetic. Her unblinking eyes stare vacantly, her expression odd. The Forius clan invoked the ship's tradition and summoned a Requiescator to testify on behalf of the deceased. The masked man bows stiffly in decorous. Requiescator. Explain. When there is no one to speak for the deceased person in court, the representative is entitled to seek assistance from a member of the Requiescators Guild. The duty is to know and remember each and every person on the ship, so that they can defend the interests of the deceased and represent them in court. They study the victim's entire life history and gain the most detailed impression of their personality, deeds, and aspirations. The guild was founded by one of your distant ancestors, and to my knowledge, the Requiescators only exist on our glorious flagship. Oh. Let's see how well he knows the deceased. Tell me, Requiescator. What did Forius look like and dislike about his... What did Forius like and dislike about his work? The masked head lowers, and the man strokes his chin confidently. He was fascinated by diseases, injuries, pathogens, complications. The part that he disliked was the patients. They would not let him concentrate on that which was killing them. So, why is the Requiescator speaking for the late Forius? Does the man not have family? The clan to which the deceased... the name threw me. The clan to which the deceased belong are wary of bringing accusations against the Lord Captain's companion. And the esteemed Letard never made any courageous friends in his life, having always preferred to work to the company of others. How do you feel, Gibella? I'm fine. Gibella turns her face towards you slightly. A whisper escapes her lips. This is a hollow ceremony. Pointless. Well, tell me about the circumstances of the murder. The eyewitness accounts didn't give us much. The deceased and the murderer had a brief conversation, following which Mistress Kibella beheaded the Chirurgeon Majoris. The witnesses did not overhear any details of the conversation. Is that true that you killed him, Kibella? Yes. Neither the Chirurgeon's death nor her own impending punishment seemed to trouble Kibella. A pensive dark gaze wanders around the bridge. It was me. It was me all along, Austin. It was me. Why did you do it? The heartless man enjoyed what he did. His work should have been a holy mission of service. We actually made her more fanatical.
Oh.
Oh. It.
I suppose we did go along with all of her rituals and shit, didn't we?
Yeah, that is true. The pain of thousands should have been a solemn sacrifice. Yet he derived pleasure from it. It was repulsive. The Undying One never whispered his name. I myself decided to sever his thread. Marajai shrugs. So she felt like killing some servant. What do they all take such offense? Is every corpse going to cause such a stir from now on? I told you it would end like this. But why should anyone listen to little Jai? Shakes her head sullenly. The colors have changed. The scarlet and gold are drowning in the rage of muddled crimson, the misty blues of sorrow, and the impenetrable greens of doubt. The shades are all in conflict, melding together into a frenetic tapestry. You walked a narrow, dark path across a yawning abyss. It is small wonder that you stumbled. His soul, already mangled by bloody and frightening service, was fractured further still. Can it still be saved? Iliad falls silent, leaving her own question unanswered. She was never sane to begin with. Judging lunatics is a thankless duty. The more important thing to address is that her cult is guilty of having drilled the notion of chosenness into her head. The whole sect must answer for this incident. Well, you are not wrong, Ryan. Let us hear from the victim's representative. Maskman's voice is unpleasantly creaky. The esteemed Letard served this void ship and his dynasty many years. He treated the sick and gained new knowledge as his trade commanded. He saved many, but he himself was not saved. Caused Mistress Kibella no grievance. He never offended her. He merely answered her questions regarding his work, whereupon he was attacked. And so, he has the right to demand a reckoning. The death of his murderer would be a lawful and proportionate reaction. The heartless man did more than heal. He maimed them too, tortured them, killed them slowly. So, he treated the sick and he gained knowledge. The masked head jerks up haughtily. The boots of those who walk the path of wisdom leave bloodied footprints. It is a rule that has existed long before the esteemed Letard did. Whom specifically did Furious torture? Unimportant people, common people, doomed people. The Requiescato shakes drops of imaginary blood from his hands with disgust. This was the esteemed Letard's way of thinking. Does a doomed leper care whether the disease or the knife is causing them pain? Is the formula for a new medicine that could cure distinguished officers not worth the lives of a few dozen commoners turned test subjects? With the knowledge he gained, he invented a multitude of balms, antidotes, and treatment methods that went on to save thousands of lives. His nonchalant disregard for common humanity is worthy of respect.
No!
So, his methods were revolting. I specifically prohibited them.
Yes.
Methods were efficient. Only one who has never laid upon an operating table would prefer the principal healer to a competent. No, we can have both. I've heard enough. I humbly await your verdict, Lord Captain. So, we can just straight up shield him.
No.
No. Within her rights to kill anyone on the ship. No, she isn't.
No.
Her accusers, on the other hand, are not but dust. Do not touch her. Nope, absolutely not. Ibella is not subject to ordinary justice. Serves the Emperor through death, and as such cannot be convicted for a death. Furious clan will be awarded a generous indemnity for their loss, to be paid by me. Furious deserve to die, and I'm not going to punish Kibella for that murder. As for his practices, they are henceforth banned on this ship. Find her guilty,
frequency
but
says 4.
Yeah. He would receive a more lenient penalty than death. A murder was committed. Punishment for that is clear. See, I like the second part of 4.
Yes.
And his practices onto the ship, absolutely. And he did deserve to die, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But Kibella still needs to be punished.
Yeah, it wasn't her call.
Should have brought it to me.
Yes.
But that's the only one that actually bans the, unethical experimentation.
Yeah.
That is the path to Nurgle, for the record.
Oh, yeah. For both the chirurgeon and the patient.
Yep. I mean, that's how Festus felt.
Yeah.
4 isn't perfect.
No. But
it's the best one.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
A single voice cuts through the ensuing silence. That is the Lord Captain's will, but the deceased would not call it justice. I cannot be put on trial. Bella's words are barely louder than a whisper, but everyone hears them. She raises her head, face deathly pale, as if she is asleep with her eyes open. None have the right to judge a spinner of death. See, that was the problem.
Yeah.
Only he can judge. Though the Vizier's eyes are sewn shut, one can still read the grief that permeates his wrinkled features. He whispers in a sorrowful voice. You have strayed from the thread. You have doomed the tenants of the blood-spun web to oblivion. What a sorry end. For me, for you. For I am compelled to usher my apprentice's soul to the other side, before it is my own time to go.
So, Frequency said, it is a perfect it will ever be in 40k. Yeah.
Well, I think we're about to fix that.
Yeah.
So, why have you come here, Vizier? To take the one who no longer sees the tenets, to give her to him. She is dangerous. Pacify her forever. Such is my duty. So it must be.
Oh my god. Look at the chat.
I noticed. I'll deal with that in a moment. Yeah. Did he whisper my name to you? I do not believe you, Mentor. I'm loyal to him. You must have confused and misread his signs. What is happening to her? She is not herself. The second spinner is in the throes of a spiritual ailment that we call doubt. This most terrible ailment, though harmless to layfolk, is deadly to us. For a doubtful spinner will stray from their destined thread and into bloodthirsty madness. Doubt brings them to the undying one before their time. Our service is demanding. It requires clarity and a sense of purpose that she no longer possesses. Long have I sensed the seeds of anxiety in her, but I hoped her reason would prove stronger and prevail. Alas, now I see the mark of despondence on her. Alas, I know that I am not mistaken. there a way to help her? How would one heal the soul of another Domin? She is fighting a losing battle inside her mind. One that she has all but lost. We cannot enter her mind. We cannot reach out a hand to her. Although, you could. Thread binds the Domin and his shadow together. A rare thread. Shared thread. Will that connection be enough for your souls to enter into harmony? Alright. That is an unusual lifeline. Interesting. Let's give it a shot. The Vizier turns his face towards Cabela, who seems withdrawn, a spark snapped out. He whispers, "The seeker steward of souls, an artisan who will put you both in a psychic trance, allowing your minds to become one. You have a chapel full of astropaths, Domin. One of them will surely do you that service. See that their guidance is strong. For inside her soul you will encounter monsters. The doubt-ridden mind is a dangerous place." Right. Well, that went about as well as expected.
See, one of the things I was going to say, actually, is that I find it interesting that Cabela didn't have any resolution.
Yeah.
In her DLC, I was like, that's... Especially after Solomon got some. But, yeah, no, it's because it's still going.
So, now you can do it.
Yes, Yannick, you shilling, shill. I don't know what else there is to say. I won't read out your comment, as I feel it, demeaning. Already have to do enough shilling at the end of this.
Who might be watching it later. Yannick is attempting to draw attention to our, channel and stuff like that by shilling for it, which his heart is in the right place, bless him.
What can I say? I'm a man of business and marketing.
Level ups, Richard, level ups.
I was having such a good stream, D. Why did you have to go and fucking ruin it for me?
It's my prerogative.
Fuck you. So, two options here. Degrade defense or attention.
Attention. Whenever an ally takes my extra turn. Oh, they get bonuses. I like that. And?
Blood of Martyrs.
Whenever an ally uses a heroic act, they get temporary wound. That's Abelard.
Abelard. Level 50. Peak conditioning.
He just keeps getting stronger, ladies. The bonus to the strength equal to his number of wounds. Yeah, alright.
And contempt.
Oh. Yep, your strength is now 131.
Oh.
Just this fragile old man with, rippling pecs and mighty biceps.
So, deadly aim or extermination? Exterminate?
Exterminate!
Not bad, actually.
For any damage the character deals is increased by 1 for every attack they have made this combat. Versus dodge reduction. No, I'm gonna go with exterminate because that's kind of his thing. Consecutive attacks.
Weak body, weak soul.
Those weakness also reduces enemies' toughness. That's actually nice. Argenta.
Extermination.
Yep, that's about right.
And tenderize.
Yes, yeah.
Degrade defense.
And?
Be vigilant.
That's nice. Oh shit, Kibella's 47.
47. Ugh.
What minute?
Hasn't it just? Duelist. Awareness.
Yep.
Deep laceration.
Yep.
Agility.
Yep.
Perception.
Done.
Awareness.
Got it.
Heat condition.
Yep.
Race against death.
Done.
None
Excellent.
shall stand in my way.
Zachary. Been a hot minute.
Yannick says the Dalek voice was cool.
As you approach the choir masters, the choir master's blindfold lights up with a bluish glow. Your lordship seldom comes here without a reason. How can I be of service to you today? How are you, ghosts, Vice? The choir master looks away. The mistakes of the past no longer haunt me, not in my dreams or in reality. And I still remember. I remember every single one of them. Oh, can you put me in a trance with Kibella? I need to get inside her mind. A synchronized trance is a complex telepathic practice. Things can go awry unless both participants trust each other and have a strong spiritual connection. I can sense that you do. I would be honored to be your guide during the ritual, Lord Captain. But remember, it is easy to get lost in another person's thoughts and the fears of others. Those monsters. Well, can you give me a copy of Abelard while I'm in?
I mean, we probably shouldn't have leveled Cabela up, actually, if she was, if we're going to have to fight her.
I will stay in the chapel, Maximilian, to hold a vigil in prayer. May the Emperor help you return this lost soul to the righteous path. May the God Emperor aid you, Lord Captain. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yannick also said, I would not be surprised if at some point Abelard unlocked the skill successor to the God Emperor.
More like Emperor will unlock the skill successor to Abelard. So, material, the Book of the Dead, the Holy Scripture of the Cult of the Bloodspan Web. No wonder they're fucked up. They worship the Necronomicon. What's next? The King in Yellow? The shackled mind cannot comprehend the wisdom contained therein. Therefore repeat, He is death. Release your breath with each word. Cleanse your thoughts. He is death. Truth lies in death. Free your soul from the body's cage. Become nothing. He is death. Now that your heartbeat is in a perfect line and your vision is shrouded in dusk, you have almost reached the state of purity and balance. Heed. No human will see death before their time. That is the delusion of the living. Heed, to which we say a strong spirit can travel there and make the journey back. Heed the tale of the great Domin Maximilian. Yes, heed! Who descended into a kingdom of the dead to retrieve his shadow. He is death. What do you mean? Frequency says that we all know that Abelard is the Emperor in disguise during his sabbatical. I'm afraid, my friend, that that is heresy to suggest that the Emperor is as mighty as the mighty Abelard. There's a reason why the Emperor had the Horus heresy to deal with. Abelard doesn't have a heresy to deal with. Birth and death are one. We are snatched from a palace of warmth and sent blood-covered into an unfamiliar world. Dying is the same. The Domin too learned this as he opened his eyes and found himself on the lower decks, lying in a cold coffin. We've been Dark Souls'd. He beheld his ship drifting through nothingness, an adamantine giant's corpse, a skeleton moaning from the winds of entropy. A tempest of rust was gnawing at its plasteel bones and twisting its veins like cables. Its vein-like cables, while machine oil oozed down its bulkheads like lymph. Had the Domin been alone, he would have lost his way inside the ship's mangled bowels, but a guide reached out hand to him. The spirit of old Veni Zachary had followed the loyal Domin on the other side. In the labyrinth of the hereafter, the piercing gaze of Veni Zachary discerned the thorny path to the halls of death. The loyal servant swore to protect his lord. Together, the Domin and the Veni made their way up through the malformed frame of the ship, from the cold catacombs to the lower decks. They travelled up into the fires of the ship's crematorium, tongues of flame licking at them, yet they did not burn. Columns of the dead marched towards them to be turned into ash in the fire. The Domin and the Veni walked towards the dead in turn. At the great gate of the crematorium, their path was blocked by the executioner, a sentinel made of metal spikes and coiling blades, with a roaring flame and pale bleeding bodies writhing within. Such is the blade that has lost the strength of the tenets, a murderous monster, no longer driven by faith, but by dark desires. The Domin saw that a fight was inevitable and trusted his nimbleness, tried to slip past the monster. Blades whirled around like a hurricane, but the Domin slipped ghost-like between them. For bloodlust blinds the eye, and the Domin proved as much. And a card of his tarot appeared in the Domin's hands. It was the God Emperor, and the first doubt was dispelled. He is death. I was kind of hoping for at least an arm of the Forbidden One. Veni Zachary led the Domin out of the hot furnace of the crematorium, and they walked past long columns of the dead. Frayed was their attire, their bones scraped against their augmetics and scratched their decrepit flesh. They were moaning sorrowfully, and the sound made memory fade away. The Domin saw that the dead were carrying an ark, and inside the ark was a thing, a lost child cocooned in silk, shedding crimson tears for the unknown. The unliving carried her as servants would carry their lady, and loudly lamented their fate. Such is a blade mired in broodings over a lost past, a helpless child, paralyzed by regret. Lest he sink into the soft rot of their wails and perish, the Domin... Incidentally, let me take a break here, and say that the desired outcome I am hoping for out of this, yes, is a way to bind Kibella to my will.
Yes.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's what we wanted to, from the beginning. It's why we followed all those rituals of hers.
So, the Domin spoke gently to the lost child. And the lost child's tears were dried, and with a meek sigh she returned to nothingness. For mercy too can be the blade that brings peace. And a card of his tarot appeared in the Domin's hand. It was the star, and the second doubt was dispelled. He is death. And the old Veni laid the Domin to the upper decks, and the Domin entered into the officers' chambers. A web of veins adorned the walls, entangling the precious trophies and statues were bound in intertwining sinews. And high up on the balcony the dismembered judge wailed as he attempts to reassemble himself with his pale hands. But his movements merely tightened the tangle of the flesh, turning the chambers into a snare. Such is a blade tangled and trapped in misunderstood teachings. A hapless creature that does not know its place in the world. In order to continue on his journey, the Domin... helped the judge by returning each of his organs to the proper place. And the judge became whole again, and regained his comprehension of the world. For one who is wise can make whole what was broken. And a card appeared in the Domin's hand. It was the RogueTrader. The third doubt was dispelled. He is death. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
That a representation of the Emperor?
I genuinely think it is, yeah.
Like, is that supposed to be the Golden Throne?
Maybe.
Because I've seen some versions where the Emperor is a skeleton.
Yeah.
I don't think that is it.
No, he doesn't have the mechanical eye either. You know, where he got poked out by
Rogue's Aquila.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was only in text-to-speech.
Nope, canon.
Canon.
Frequency says yes. Think it is.
Oh, very cool.
I am surprised.
The flagship's bridge was draped in skulls and webs, and the pale souls of the dead flocked to the foot of the throne upon which sat the undying Emperor, the protector of mankind. May his praises be innumerable. Well, yeah, that's your answer, actually. Who could have looked slightly left and figured that out?
Yannick says, I believe it is. Since it seems to simulate a book, maybe it's one of the many interpretations of the Emperor.
Yeah, because there's not actually a canonical picture of the Emperor throne, is there?
No.
There are a fair few interpretations.
GW should absolutely release a frickin' Emperor model, though.
Yeah, like as a diorama, I would totally buy that.
Right.
Starlight shone coldly in his eyes of his skull, and the galaxy rested in his mighty hand. The Domin approached the throne and went down on the knee, offering a prayer. No. Spoke brazenly, demanding he vacate the throne belonging to the Domin. Ooh. Ooh.
How brazen are you feeling?
I mean, do we feel brazen enough to walk up to the Emperor and going, my share? I mean, canonically, we have been doing that. Metaphysically, would that put us as the Emperor in Kibella's eyes?
Oh, maybe. Sorry, there's a switch there at the bottom of the book. What is that?
I think that's the full.
Oh, is it the... Right, okay.
Versus page by page.
So, Frequency says Abelard is the Perpetual, not Maximilian.
Give it time.
Maxi just has the ego of one.
We do. Spoke brazenly, demanding that he vacate the throne belonging to the Domin. The eyes of the Undying One's skull flashed ominously. For he was the Domin of the entire human race, and any and every throne was his throne. But he did not stoop to destroying the brazen Domin, but it was not yet his time to go. Then the Undying One spoke, and these words are to be preserved in your heart as the greatest of the prayers. For they sprang from a source that was and is the holiest of things. I know you, Domin. I know your heart, and the softness that dwells within it. Many who were due to pass on to me remained alive, as your heart willed. But I am not angered, for they will pass on to me in the end. The Undying Emperor, may his praises be innumerable, said no more, and it was the Domin's turn to speak. And speak the Domin did, saying that he had come to find his shadow and rescue her. The skeletal fingers stir, and the Domin shadow... Oh my god, I saw the... And the Domin shadow loomed out of the darkness beside his throne. She was bound in black chains and asleep. The Undying One was silent. Now was the time to offer a payment, as death would give nothing away without payment in return. And the Domin promised the Undying One nothing. For everything in this world is nothing. And the Undying One himself is Lord of nothing.
Ho, 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 ho. Ooh. Fighting words.
I think we are starting to get really high up the ego hierarchy now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting that lust for power. We can promise him ourselves and our soul, a life of any calling themselves the Emperor. Absolutely not. My soul belongs to me and me alone. That's what keeps us safe from chaos, by the way.
Yes. That fundamental belief that we are us and nobody has dominion. You know what we're going for? Maximilian does not serve.
Maximilian. Fools. Should have named him Cetra.
Should have.
The life of any calling themselves the enemy of the Undying One? No, we have Marajah in the team, for fuck's sake. That he would honor him with the sacrifice of myriad of lives? Absolutely not. How what a waste. And to spare him from ruthless execution? No.
No.
Section 6 is a white Russian in a joint. That's very droll, very droll.
Yes, very good, very good, very droll,
Yes.
very droll.
I promise him nothing. For everything in the world is nothing. And the Undying One himself is Lord of nothing. Those were true words. For everything is indeed nothing, and the Undying Emperor is Lord of nothing. For all things live only to turn to dust in death. The Domin's wisdom pleased the Undying One. Then the Undying Emperor leant over the Domin and drove a skeletal finger right into his heart, and he pulled out the scarlet thread of his soul, and the thread trembled, stretched to the limit. It was then that the revelation came to the Domin. Life must be paid for a life. And a name was revealed to him, Naki Erebus. And that was the life the Undying One demanded as payment. And the Domin... Who the fuck is that?
Right?
Is it the Vizier?
Oh, maybe.
We can refuse. What happens if we do?
Cabela stays as she is, I suppose.
You think so?
That's what it seems to
imply.
imply.
So, no deal. Give me Cabela back. As is. Bound to me.
Frequency said, Nakai never heard of him. He must not be important. Off with his head.
I'm curious what happens if we refuse.
Oh, wow, you went really crackly there.
What? No?
Hello?
You hear me?
No, you're cutting off and crackling like...
When was the chat? Let me confirm.
Yeah, Yannick said audio is failing big time here. D is muffled. Yeah, muffled and cutting out with static. Oh, you're back, but you sound really weird.
You hear me now?
There we go.
Is that clear?
Yeah, that's back to where it was. What the hell happened?
I have no idea. I just give a couple of restarts.
Yeah, Yannick says now you sound good. Okay.
Let's refuse the price, see what happens.
Yeah, okay. Don't click on the wrong thing.
The light of the Undying One's eyes faded out, and he returned to his throne and sat down upon it. But he had nothing to say to the one unwilling to repay death's benevolence. And the Domin... Oh, okay, yeah. So that's our... Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is that... Okay. So that's not really a choice. It's do you want to keep Cabela or not?
Yes.
Very well, I will agree to the bargain. An oath of blood was sworn, and the chains fell from the Domin's shadow. Yet she remained silent and motionless, for she saw no sense in living the halls of death, to which the Domin told her that her duty to the Undying One of the Domin had yet to be fulfilled, that in beholding death as one of the living she had received the gift of unparalleled greatness, that her congregation was suffering without protection and the Undying One's mercy. One?
Yeah.
There was clarity in the Shadow's soul, and her eyes opened. The doubt vanished, and she glimpsed the truth of in her Lord's words. That her woes stemmed from her wavering faith, and that the Shadow must return to the thread of the web in order to do his bidding. He is dead. The Domin and his Shadow left the bridge of the Undying Emperor. May his praises be innumerable, and their path was strewn with his tarot cards. Among them, the Domin saw the card of the Executioner, who carries out sentences and brings a violent end to that which did not begin. Among them, the Domin saw the card of the Lost Child, who was torn from her roots and her support, but carries within her the still hidden seeds of a promise to recover them someday. Among them, the Domin saw the card of the Judge, who weighs and separates guilt from innocence and passes his verdict. And they descended into the lower bays, and lay down in a stone coffin, and closed their eyes. And the Domin heard the Undying Emperor's voice, promising that they would meet again, and soon. And thereupon their journey ended. And so it was that the Domin, having seen death before his due time, travelled there and back to bring us these tidings of wisdom. Be free of doubt as you walk along the threads of the blood-spun web, for those threads leads to him, as does all of existence. He is death. As the shock of another's mind jumbled thoughts stops constricting your throat, you find yourself staring at Kibella's pale face. It has settled into into a strange expression. Domin Maximilian? Breathing heavily, the choir master covers his face and whispers, "It is Overlord, Captain. We are in the world of flesh again." Spoke to the Emperor, I think. That was not the Emperor, Lord Captain. It was merely Mistress Kibella's vision of him. A figment born out of her imagination. Alas, none among my fellows are powerful enough to bring you the voice of the protector of mankind. Are you well, Kibella? Do you remember what happened? How we met death? I remember stumbling. I remember my doubt in the truth of the tenants throwing me off my feet. I remember deciding to kill, not because I had heard his whisper, but because I deemed it to be right. Death whispered my name, but a spinner without a thread is like a sky without stars. They would drown in their own soul's darkness. You have reminded me who I am, that my shameful weakness must be extinguished. Bella looks away. This Naki Erebus is the payment the Undying One demands. The price of redemption, the price of freedom. Who is this person? Where are they from? I do not know. Help me find them, Don. A factotum oversees archives that contain many names. Let him find the one that death has spoken, and I will pay the price that was set. I know, I feel with all my essence. The death of Naki Erebus is the key, the answer.
Well, the Emperor didn't really, because they said that was a fiction of her mind, so she wants to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
See, this guy see heresy behind every shadow.
Yes.
And not a single one thinks that, nope, that's like Zinch fucking with you.
Right?
Or Korn demanding more blood. Or Slanesh demanding you to, give her into your desires. It could have even been Nurgle to bring death.
Yeah.
I mean, that voice in our head said it best. These guys are so close to falling into heresy.
Yes. and like just a nudge would send them in the right direction. The wrong direction, sorry.
So, I must locate someone named Naki Erebus. Find whatever information you can. Erebus. That clan name is familiar. If I may ask your lordship to give me a little time. Their flagship's archives being as vast as they are, I will spare no effort in finding Naki Erebus as soon as possible. High factotum pokes a triumphant finger at the data slate. Haha! Found them, your lordship. The Erebus family are a lesser Voidborn clan. They served in the boarding teams for many generations, spilling blood in the name of the dynasty. In the service of Her Ladyship Theodora, Erebus has displayed impeccable heroism on several occasions. Unfortunately, the clan was all but wiped out 2 decades ago during a confrontation with enemies of humanity. For their valor and sacrifice, Lady Theodora granted the surviving members of the clan noble estate privileges and the right to settle on the capital world. Not common for Voidborns, settle on a planet. Gravity is merciless to the Voidborn, but that does not mean they are incapable of adapting to it. Living on the capital world is a reward putting in the effort. And what about Naki? The name Naki appears in reports. At least a dozen different women bore it over several centuries. But there is no data on any living person with that name. The head of the Erebus family will likely have more information about the past 2 decades of the clan's history on Dargonus. Then we go to Dargonus. I will send the dynasty's representative on the capital world an instruction to summon into the path. Right.
Okay.
Very strange.
Yes.
So, before we continue, because it's kind of here.
Oh, yes.
Is this a good stopping?
I think this is, yes.
Fantastic. So, we have saved our ship from the clutches of the Genestealer Cult. We
Dispatching them. Sorry.
We accidentally showed mercy because I clicked on the wrong button.
Yeah, that was a whoopsie.
Just keep that in mind for when we approach the end.
Yes.
And Kibela has gone off the deep end. Which honestly took longer than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, when she started speaking to that Genestealer skull, it was, the writing was kind of on the wall.
Hmm.
But
Well,
yes.
with that, I think we will leave it here for today.
Yes, and we will crack on with it.
Tomorrow. Most
Yes,
likely.
we are streaming tomorrow, yes?
I don't see why not.
Yes. So yes, please join us tomorrow. We might even be streaming a little bit earlier than usual because I'm working from home tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, sick.
Yeah,
we'll probably...
So...
Oh, pardon me. We'll probably be starting at around 4 or 5-ish.
Yeah, about 5 o'clock, I would say.
Fantastic.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you very much for everybody who's joined us. We really do appreciate it. If you'd like to watch any more of our stuff, please check out our VODs at the R&D YouTube channel, the one that Yannick was shamelessly shilling earlier. And if you would like to be kept up to date with what we're doing, please check out our Twitter and Blue Sky accounts at the same name. And I believe that's everything.
Yes, we will see everyone tomorrow.
Yeah, so good night, guys.
Have a wonderful evening. Night.
Night.